as planned for Ottawa this season. It has gone quite well overall in Saskatchewan. A Riders win tonight and a BC loss tomorrow would mean there is a playoff game at Mosaic. Redblack fans, though, hoping that that doesn't happen.
Anytime's great for football, but I know when it feels just right.
I'm gonna kick back, relax.
Watching football on a Friday night.
It's Friday!
And we're gonna be hard to save.
Keep 'em raw. It's Friday.
Coast to coast.
The Sea of Fellas Canada's game. We're all pumped up to party! And we ready for a fight. Kick back, relax.
Watching Friday night football.
The boys are all back. Playing CFL football. The game is up for grabs.
It's Friday night football tonight.
Time to get this guy back after being out since the season opener on June the 6th. Cian Schaefer-Baker officially returns. He has declared himself ready to go. Now, while Schaefer-Baker and the Riders are looking towards the postseason, Week 16, it was vintage Geno Lewis looking for more tonight. 155 yards receiving. He's just 103 away from 1,000 on the season. As we keep saying, it is game by game for the Ottawa Redblacks. They do have the tiniest chance of making the postseason. Back alongside Enoch Mwamba, David Sanchez, Milt Stegall. You should have seen the debate during that commercial of the top 9 quarterbacks in the CFL. We barely got back to air. What's your key matchup tonight, though, Enoch?
I'm looking at Drew Brown and how he's going to handle this defense. He needs to really put up some numbers tonight because I think this offense with Saskatchewan Roughriders are going to show up.
Yep, and he's better than Bo, Nathan, Vernon, Chad.
My goodness.
He's better than Bo, Nathan, Vernon, Chad, and Davis Alexander.
Stop back
Hold on, you can't really put Chad. That's going to be an asterisk right now. You
anyway, CJ Reeves.
Get your point in.
CJ
You have
Reeves.
to do it.
Bo, Nathan, Vernon, Chad, Davis Alexander. He's better.
So what's number 7?
What's your key matchup?
Reeves at safety right now. Watching him in the middle of the field, I think he definitely brings upgrade in talent. Back there, he's a gamer. Let's see how he is and how patient he is playing that free safety position, and I'm right.
He's better than Doug Flutie, too, huh?
And Trevor Harris.
My matchup is the Ottawa Redblacks against their psyche. I've been in this position, unfortunately, a couple of times where you're basically, few plays and you're out of the playoffs. And you get down. Then you start getting selfish. You start thinking about, I got to get my numbers. I got to stay healthy. I'm a free agent. I don't want to get hurt. So that's where that's the matchup I'm looking at if that happens.
So you have him number 7?
I'm just saying he's not. You said
What do you have him at?
What do you have him at?
I said, is he top 5?
He's not top 5.
So do you have him at 7 then?
He's not top 5. I got those 5 guys ahead of him.
So you can't say 7?
I don't know. I'll get back. That's not the question.
Kickoff from Ottawa coming up next.
Bleeding gums are a sign of bacterial infection. We always recommend Crest Gum toothpaste to our patients. Its unique antibacterial fluoride works below the gum line to reduce bleeding to strengthen gums. Thanks, Crest.
What you doing?
My tooth still hurts.
Go to the dentist.
You know I don't have insurance.
But the Canadian Dental Care Plan is here. If your family income is under $90,000 and you don't have dental insurance, you might qualify.
So no more frozen peas?
The Canadian Dental Care Plan is helping millions of Canadians access the dental care they need. A message from the Government of Canada.
Now you can shop smarter at Canadian Tire. With same-day pickup or same-day delivery. So you don't have to shelve projects for later. Shop smarter at Canadian Tire.
What makes Special K red berries so special? The 11 vitamins and minerals? Oh, and are those strawberries? Oh, wait. Can you go back to the berries? Special K. Special for a reason.
Clutch, the best way to buy your next car. Shop thousands of cars online and get yours delivered as soon as tomorrow. Every Clutch car gets a 210-point inspection, meaning we inspect and repair every part, brakes, engine, the works. Then detail and photograph each one, inside and out. Find your car on Clutch, and we'll bring it to your door. No haggling, no surprises. And you've got 10 days to love it or return it. With more cars and better pricing, over 100,000 Canadians have already made the switch to Clutch. That's Clutch.
When pain stops you in your tracks, try new Voltacare Cooling Cream with 4 pain-fighting ingredients. And get fast cooling pain relief. New Voltacare Cooling Cream.
At Wayfair, we bring style to every get-together. Oh, they brought wings.
You mean these wingback chairs? Dive in, everyone. We brought plenty.
We brought the sides.
Everybody remember to leave room.
Yeah, bring that over here.
We brought the ranch. Ooh, that looks like it's fresh from the farmhouse.
Wings and ranch? Now it's a party.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Monopoly Double Play at McDonald's is almost here. With millions of prizes to be won. Get ready to peel like a winner.
Gary Aarons of Kamloops, BC. This is your chance to win big. Thanks to Save on Foods' $1 Million touchdown to win. If the kickoff is returned for a touchdown, you could win groceries for a year. 2 kickoffs are returned for touchdowns. You could also win $1 million. Good luck, Gary. Let's gay it, Ottawa. It is Dustin Nielsen and Paul LaPolice.
Well, you could not ask for a better night in Ottawa as we get set to kick off Week 18 with the second and final meeting of the season between the Redblacks and the Roughriders. The Roughriders looking to snap their only 2-game losing streak of the season. Ottawa backs against the wall. Got to find a way. We'll need a big game from their quarterback.
Yeah, Drew Brown coming off the bye week. 73% completion, 406 yards 2 weeks ago, but 2 costly interceptions hurt their opportunity to win. Also, Trevor Harris, talking about coming off a loss. Also 2 interceptions. He brings a 9-5 record versus the Redblacks since he left this organization in 2018.
Corey Mace and the Riders starting 8-1. They are 2-3 in their last 5. They are 5-2 on the road this year. They're also 5-1 against the East so far this season. Awesome at home last year with 7 victories. Not so much this season. 2-5 at home for Bob Dice and his Ottawa Redblacks. They've been good coming off bye so far this week. They've struggled a little bit in the first quarter. And I said it was a beautiful night. I meant it. It is early October, and it is 21 degrees at kickoff here in Ottawa. Picture perfect to kick off Week 18, and it will be Campbell Fair. Much talked about getting the opportunity to kick today for the Riders, and he will get us underway. Riders won the coin toss, deferred. This will be dropped in to Pimpleton at the 20. Pimpleton steps his way out to the 50. Nice return and a good start for the Redblacks. 31 yards for Pimpleton.
We'll talk about tonight with Drew Brown. You know, how many yards he's thrown for a week in and week out. They just got to get more touchdowns. They need more explosive plays from this unit. They get a lot of yardage. They got to make sure they can get touchdowns when they get into the red zone.
Brown over 400 yards passing in Week 1 against these Riders. That was a game that Saskatchewan won at home, 31-26. This excellent Riders defense ready to go to work here. Let's see what they do against Drew Brown. It'll be empty to start for Brown. 4 options out to his right. Pressure coming from the left. Gets it to Gino Lewis up to the 55. Let's take a look at the Redblacks offense.
Sam Carson gets a second start as Drew Desjardins moves to the tackle. Going to look forward to watching him versus Micah Johnson today. And Gino Lewis, season high, 155 yards on 9 catches last week. He needs 103 yards for a 1,000-yard season for the 4th time.
Targeted 12 times in their last game. Midfield and a 2nd and 7 for Brown. Drops back,
little bit of pressure coming, spins away from it, on the run, has to throw it away on the far sideline as the pressure flushes him out of the pocket.
A little bit pressure from the right-hand side of the defense, it looked like. And second and medium forces Drew to move around and throw it away.
So a good kick return to open the game from Pimpleton. Gets them essentially up to midfield. Leone now just inside his own 45. Short kick, hangs it up there. That'll bounce just inside the 30. And Bain will take it on the one hop and step out of bounds. Our first look this evening at Trevor Harris.
Interesting thing about Trevor Harris last week when I was watching the film, Dustin, you see him and he was off a couple of throws. He had obviously the 2 interceptions I talked about at the beginning. But after the game, I'm looking at him like he still threw for 350 yards. He still gave him a chance to win, but it's just amazing how, some games when he doesn't look great, it's still a 350-yard game.
They started on their own 26 for the Riders. Lots of Saskatchewan fans in attendance here, no surprise. And a good carry on first down for A.J. Ouellette, who's become a huge part of this Riders offense this season.
We just saw it. Philippe Gagnon, the 9th-year vet, gets his first start this season after being on the IR all season long. And how great is it to have Kean Schaefer-Baker, first time since week work versus this Redblacks, we get to see him back in the lineup.
Back to A.J. Ouellette again. Didn't need much. And he's got a first down against this Ottawa defense.
Mike Wakefield will move out to the defensive end spot as a replacement for Lorenzo Malden. He's got 3 quarterback sacks this year. Darius Pickett tied for 3rd in the CFL with tackle for losses. He's got to make an impact today. And there's a little bit of changes right before the game. C.J. Colden moves from the field corner spot to the boundary, and King Ambers draws in for the field corner spot.
Myers with his first catch of the ball game. Gets about 7 on that reception.
You can see a little bit of zone coverage, give yourself an opportunity to find the soft spot in the zone, sit underneath it, wait for the ball. Easy recognition for Trevor.
Looking for a couple more as Harris gets it away. Quick hitter. That's a first down midfield. A little bit more. Tommy Neal pushing away and rumbles all the way down inside the Ottawa 45.
Nice catch underneath. And again, there's a zone pressure here. And when teams try to bring extra players and play zone, there's more space on the field. Tommy Neal saw that space. Trevor saw it too. Gives him a lot of room to run after the play.
Riders moving quickly here. This time they'll get it back in the hands of their running back, A.J. Ouellette. Riders 10 wins on the year, but a sense of urgency to snap this 2-game slide. Corey Mays told us earlier in the week, we want to be playing good football down the stretch and into the playoffs. After that 8-1 start, stuck in neutral over the last month and a little bit. Harris over the middle, first down to the 25. Look who it is, Schaefer-Baker back in the lineup.
When you bring linebackers, you're going to void the middle of the field. Schaefer-Baker is right at the spot. As those 2 linebackers blitz, there's a space for Schaefer-Baker on that post. He's a big body. Trevor sees it, throws that ball on the inside for the first down.
Harris has started the game 3 of 3 for 47 yards. First and 10 from the Ottawa 24. End zone shot. Is there enough there? Johnson can't get there in time, working against King Ambers, who's making his first CFL start tonight.
Little play action. Max protect and then do a sluggo, a slant and go. The young first-year player, King Ambers, got a lot of depth. Over the top of it, he can run over the top and be in a good position over the top of that play. He didn't bite down for it. He had good depth. King Ambers, as a first-year player, Dustin, I kind of loved him in the draft. I thought he did some really good things. He struggled in the combine. Why? Because they had him in press man too much. You see him off man, makes an in play.
Second and long for Harris. Near sideline. line, drops it in there neatly for Myers, his second catch of the game. That is close. Just short, maybe, of a first down here.
This is going to be half a yard, so you're going to put your big team in, get some extra bodies in. Go ahead and get your short yardage package. Nice throw on the sideline to Myers versus the zone coverage with softness to the outside.
No Tommy Stevens. Jake Marin to handle this 3rd and inches for the Riders. Pretty much automatic all year. Big Tommy Stevens. Now A.J. Ouellette's going to step up. Use some of that power to try to push it ahead. Didn't need much. Reach with the ball probably got the job done, but this will depend on the spot. And that looks like it'll be enough for a Riders first down.
Put AJ in a position to be. He's more physical. Just have to do enough reps with him under center, taking the snap from the quarterback. You put your quarterback all the way outside, Jake Mayer. Just get it to your tailback, let him push for the extra yardage.
And he did get the job done. Harris back on the field. 1st and 10 from the Ottawa 13. Great opening drive for Saskatchewan. A.J. Ouellette stands in behind his quarterback. Ottawa is going to bring some pressure. Harris gets it away over the middle. Johnson just short of the end zone. Caught the ball. Tackled at the 1.
A little bit of blitz look on the inside. Multiple players coming. Take the throw on the outside on the quick slant. Come up, go no huddle real quickly.
1st and goal from the 1. A.J. Ouellette tried to lunge ahead. There's flags on the play. And they're going to say he was stopped just short.
One of the reasons with the ball at the 1 here, Dustin, I like this tempo going really quick because it gives you an opportunity. They don't get to substitute. We can go into our short yardage quarterback sneak play, and then they may line up offside. So you try to go tempo to do a couple things. All right, so now you get offsides. I believe that's offsides for Ottawa because you're going tempo. They didn't have enough time to get sorted out. They got to really concentrate on being onside. Free play. So I like the short yardage. Going tempo, you're going to call the same play anyways.
Offside, Ottawa defensive line. First down repeated.
And when they got a lot of time at the huddle, they break the huddle, they can talk about it. Here, when you go tempo, everybody's got to be ready to play. One lines up off of that.
Bigger package in there now for the Riders. Another crack at it for A.J. Ouellette, trying to find a path to the end zone, pushing in, and he's there. Touchdown, Riders. Saskatchewan drives the field on the board first here in Ottawa.
A couple of nice passes by Trevor Harris on this drive. Puts the ball in a couple of short yardage situation. A.J. Ouellette, the new wrinkle from this Rider offense, handling Tommy Stevens being out of the game. Nice touchdown, but really good decision making by Trevor Harris in locating the football. 4 or 5 on that last drive.
Campbell Fair looking to tack on one more for Saskatchewan. That is up, and it is wide. Oh, boy. Not the start that the kid was looking for. But a great start for the Riders. 11 plays, 84 yards, just under 5.5 minutes, and A.J. Ouellette has touchdowns in 5 straight.
And your car is ready to go.
Great.
Huh. Did you want to redeem your Canadian Tire money? You've got enough for your oil change to be free.
Wait, I can pay with Canadian Tire money?
Oh, yeah.
Huh. What? I can pay with Canadian Tire money?
Rewards for auto service? Feels this good. Earn and redeem Canadian Tire money for auto service. Only in Canada's Garage.
Whether you have a full crew, a +1, or if you're headed out solo, with a Jeep, you'll always have a partner in adventure. Jeep Adventure Days are back. Right now, you can get 0% financing for 72 months on a first-class Adventurer, the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Or get 0% financing for 72 months plus $2,000 in bonus cash on the tech-savvy and trail-rated 2025 Jeep Compass. Don't let the Jeep Adventure Days pass you by.
It's on Poshmark.
It's here, and it's half off.
Find the best deals today.
Yes, Poshmark.
I knew Poshmark would have it. They're perfect. Find everything you want on Poshmark. Download the app to start shopping today.
When Janelle asked the web for motion sickness remedies, Carlos from St. Catharines replied, lay flat on your back and take some deep breaths. That's when Nora in Winnipeg said, I trust Gravol. For fast, effective relief from nausea, trust Gravol. Proudly Canadian.
Nice touchdown drive by the Riders to start the game. Myers on the outside. Tommy Neal versus a zone blitz. Gives a little what for right there to Lamont. Gets the shoulder down and go. Schaefer Baker gets involved. Myers once again on the sideline. Trevor Harris seeing the defense very well. Puts the ball at the 1-yard line. A.J. Ouellette finishes it off for an easy touchdown drive. And they're in rhythm. 12 plays, 84 yards.
Trevor Harris, 5 of 6 for 69 yards on that opening drive. 8th rushing touchdown of the year for A.J. Ouellette. Pimpleton, big kick. Has to backpedal inside his 5, takes it cleanly. There's a flag as he finds a little bit of room on the far side of the field. And Fields is able to track him down and push him out of bounds before he can do any more damage. But there was a flag right after Pimpleton caught that ball and headed up the field.
During the return, holding, Ottawa number 49. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Jamie Petway with the penalty. Drew Brown might need to throw for 300 or 400 here again after the start for the Riders. He'll have the ball when we return to Ottawa.
Here's to the morning routiners. The itinerary printers. The perpetually early. You know, the squares. When life gets bumpy, who fits better in your corner than a square? Consistently good, squares make the world go round. That's why the shreddy squares in your bowl celebrate the square in you.
With Prime Big Deal Days coming October 7th through 10th. Greatness is a deal away.
Just bust the move.
Shop deals from home to electronics this Prime Big Deal Days.
Hello to your cell phone. How can I help?
Adults I need somebody, not just anybody. Won't you please, 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 please help me?
Ottawa coming off a bye week. Before that, though, it was a game against the Bombers in which Drew Brown ended up throwing for over 400 yards. Pretty good that day, Labo.
Yeah, you see one of the interceptions. He had 2 costly interceptions that hurt them. They lost the turnover margin -3 in that game. You're going to lose games when that happened. I thought the defense did some good things, but Lewis Ward also missed a couple field goals. 1 return for a touchdown was the difference in that game. But certainly protecting the football is going to be very important for Drew against this very talented defensive unit.
4 times this season, Ottawa has turned the ball over 4 times or more. No surprise, they are 0-4 in those games. We'll start it on the ground here. Their stand back against Saskatchewan's defense.
Habakkuk Baldonado did well last week, replacing Shane Ray. 12 defensive tackles this season, 3 sacks. Antoine Brooks gets his second start at the strong side linebacker position, 6 defensive tackles, 6 special teams tackles, and he does that because C.J. Revis was moved to the free safety because a change of the ratio was all the injuries in the back end.
Revis has been moved all around this defense over the last couple of years. 2nd and 8 for Drew Brown. This looks like it'll be against Ottawa.
Procedure. Ottawa number 64.
I like the call here.
To the goal. Remains 2nd down.
You know, when you're backed up like this, Dustin, one of the things you do is you do go offensively. You go on 2 because it's half the distance. You don't get the full yardage of the penalty, where if the defense does, they do take the full penalty yardage. So I like it. You just got a situation, and Dino Boyd's got to know that situation. I'm sure it's something they practice all the time.
Drew Brown will have 3 options out to his wide side left. Looks over the middle. Throws over the middle. And is that hauled in? It is. In traffic, it doesn't matter. Gino Lewis went and got it.
Vertical. Show up underneath the vertical. That's what this team loves to do. You can see him in and then vertically trying to get over the top of the linebackers. Drew Brown's location is what makes this play. It's high. He lets Gino go up and get it. Looks like a basketball player. We'll hear about that later from Claire.
Went up and got that one. No doubt about it. Working against Benny Sapp, who's just 5'11". Some breathing room here for Ottawa. Brown down the field. Lays one out there. And taken away. What a play on the far sideline by Benny Sapp. He's got his first CFL interception. Drew Brown looking for a big chunk here, but Sapp has other ideas. Oh, that was close.
Everybody wants super straight, super white teeth. They want that Hollywood white smile. New Sensodyne Clinical White provides 2 shades whiter teeth and 24/7 sensitivity protection. I think it's a great product. It's going to help a lot of patients.
We are made in Canada. Homegrown, Canadian-owned and operated. We're neighbors, friends, family. We're more than just made in Canada. We're a fabric of Canada.
You know those times when you're not drinking, but you really fancy a lovely, cold, smooth Guinness? Well, guess what? Guinness Zero. We've taken the alcohol out, but left the Guinness in.
KFC's $12 meal for 2. 2 pieces of original recipe, get 2. Popcorn chicken, make it 2. And fries, get 2, too. The $12 meal for 2, a finger-licking good deal. Only at KFC.
Welcome to the Canadian Football League.
Benny Sapp hoping to have his first CFL interception. And they got a couple of looks at this in the break, though.
What happens, William Stanback starts to have control of it as he's going down, and then Benny Sapp ends up, as he's trying to take control back, I think he ends up out of bounds, and we'll see here that he didn't have control when he was in bounds.
After automatic review by the replay center, the ruling on the field is overturned to an incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd down.
So instead of the interception for Sapp, it'll be a 2nd and 10 for Drew Brown in the Ottawa offense.
Taking a shot, Drew Brown. Sometimes on those zone reads where the quarterback pulls it, the corners they're just kind of waiting on the underneath stuff. Tried to get Stanback downfield for the big play.
Gino Lewis at the top of your screen. Now they'll send Hardy over in that direction as well. Brown looks that way, throws that way, up to the 35, maybe the 36. 47 when it's all said and done for Gino Lewis. But that will not be enough, and they'll have to kick it away.
Good completion for 7. It's just tough on 2nd and 10 to be able to continue to move the chains. Good defense by the Riders.
Leone hunting it away for the 2nd time here in the first quarter. Ottawa in the first quarter has struggled this year. Just 31 points in 14 first quarters. Shut out in 7 of them. This hangs up there. Bain takes it just inside the 25. Nothing there on the far sideline after a 51-yard kick. Santos Knox, big part of this. Ottawa defense knows it's desperate times for this team. For more on that, let's send it down to Claire Hanna.
Well, Dustin, the Redblacks know it is an uphill battle if they are going to make the playoffs. No, they pretty much have to win out. But after 9 seasons in this CFL, Jovan Santos Knox has seen a lot of crazy and wild things. For example, when he was with Hamilton, they started the season 0-5, but went on to play in the Grey Cup. He even recalls how the Toronto teams recently have just snuck into the playoffs and won 2 of the last 3 Grey Cups. So he's been using these examples for younger guys on the team to get on board and show them they still have a shot. But really, it's about urgency, and he says we have to play this game like it's our last, guys.
Well, they certainly have to. It's been a long season for the Redblacks. Just 4 wins so far, trying to find a way to find number 5 tonight, keep their hopes alive.
Sean Burke, since he came to this organization, tried to get Jovan Santos Knox into the building. Good leader, athletic player at the middle linebacker position, and a lot of good things for this club.
Harris from the pocket, first down, gets it into the hands of Emelis for the first time in this game. He had a monster game against the Redblacks in week 1.
Great to see Emelis back. Kean Schaefer-Baker, just a couple of very talented national receivers for Trevor Harris. His easy slant play underneath the coverage.
A.J. Ouellette up the middle for a couple. Riders have managed to continue to find answers in this receiving core. Losing Schaefer-Baker early, not having Sean Bain for pretty much the entire year. He's back and returning right now, but Robustelli steps up. Tommy Neal gets in the lineup. He ends up having a pretty good stretch here over the last month and a half.
And the nice thing is you get a bunch of, Trevor does a great job of getting it to multiple different guys, keeping everybody involved, make it hard for defenses to key on them.
He's connected with 5 different receivers already in this one. Down the field, drops it in there, bobbles. It was Schaefer-Baker. Couldn't hang on. Was there for him, though.
Gets some depth and then just benches to the sideline, runs out to the sideline. Trevor sees the corner go inside, so he just throws it to the sideline. His eyes just aren't right. He's just a little late with his eyes to see the football. Great location. He's got to get the rust off.
Go Couch, averaging just under 47 yards per punt. Takes the snap here and smashes it away from the 35. Pimpleton takes it at 15. Nowhere to go. Slips and goes down. We mentioned it's a beautiful night. It feels like August in October in the nation's capital.
Your best defense against erosion and cavities is strong enamel. Nothing beats it. Pro Enamel Active Shield actively strengthens the enamel to defend against erosion and cavities. I think that this product is a game changer for my patients. It really works.
Music up. Doors off, shades on. Jeep. This is how adventure rolls.
Where to next, baby? You tell me. I got a tank full of gas and nowhere to be. Alright. Can't stop, won't stop. When the spot get hot, let the good times roll. Hey.
Jeep Adventure Days are back. Now is the time to find your Wrangler. Get 0% financing for 72 months on a 2025 Jeep Wrangler. Don't let the Jeep Venture Days pass you by.
Good times roll.
Well, it was a good start for Trevor Harris and the Riders offense. Had that touchdown drive just moments ago. For more on that, let's send it down to Luke Wilson.
Dustin, you said it. Great start, and it was a high-level execution. Ottawa tried to bring a bunch of pressure, and Trevor Harris has been around the block a little bit. He had no problem with this, and if you watch some of this stuff here, I love it. Again, so you're going to see here, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people coming. They shade the protection on the right, so he's going to be hot off the deep blitzer on the left. He goes the underneath route. He knows he has no one blocking. The defender coming in there. We throw this ball. It's soft coverage. This is zero hole. There's no safety over the top. Easy pitch and catch, big play. So then they bring 5. Again, generally 4. We're going to bring a 5th guy here. If you look to the upper part of your screen, the left, there's no safety help. That's why you're so soft under it, and we go right to it. He knows the route. It's on time. It's execution. You're not going to fool this guy with pressure, and then you get your traditional zero cover right here. 8 defenders come in. They're going to be soft. That's what the game plan has said. So what do? It's a great block by A.J. Ouellette to pick this up. We go right underneath this thing because we're expecting soft coverage on the cover 0. It's a great route by Keyshawn Johnson. We get down the 1-yard line. Ottawa can't play this because I'm telling you right now, Trevor Harris is going to have a field.
Well, that's what I was going to say. They got to stop doing it then, right, Luke? Is that
you would assume so, especially after that first drive. So we'll see if they adjust because it looked incredibly easy for Trevor Harris as you sort of dice that up.
Yeah, you want to make him throw short passes. So whether you want to occasionally force the ball out of his hand, but you cannot stay in too much of quick throws, and you can't stay in too much of pressures.
9 yards to Addison, and that'll be followed by Drew Brown just staying in there and pushing it ahead.
Good productivity by the Redblacks on first down, gives them that easy 2nd and short. Easy first down here for Coach Dice and company.
Redblacks averaging 25.1 points per game so far this year. That's 7th in the league. They have missed Drew Brown for parts of the season. This is his 9th start of the year. He's 2-6 in the first 8. Second first down of the game for Ottawa. Stand back in the game at running back. Riders show a little bit of pressure. We'll see if they send it. Corner's coming. Brown turns, looks down the middle, wide open. It's Pimpleton. He's got it at the 55. Tracked down from behind by A.J. Allen, but he takes it down inside the 50 for Ottawa.
One of the staples of this Redblacks offense is what you call a Kodak, where they take a picture of the defense. They recognized it. After the picture, they got a max protection to handle the corner. Pimpleton sits down on this hard play action downfield on a 4-man route. Great space, open and underneath. Great throw by Drew Brown, but really good protection versus, like you said, Dustin, the corner blitz.
Brown, 5 of 7 for 73 yards. Deep drop this time. Finds Hardy down inside the 35. He bounces back up and is tackled just inside the Rider 30. So a nice answer being put together here by Ottawa.
Justin Hardy's underneath the number 2 receiver. Let him clear out. You'll have one receiver go vertical. Hardy will come underneath it. They call basically their scissors route. He goes from inside and then back out, forces the corner in a difficult position to cover. Nice drive here by the Redblacks.
They'll go empty this time for Brown. Stand back, way out to his right. Throws over the middle again, and that one falls just short. Looking for Braylon Addison, but he missed him. And that'll do it for the first quarter. Ottawa knocking on the door here, but trailing 6.
Get up off of that thing and stand to do better. Get up off of that thing and stand to do better. Get up off of that thing and stand to do better. Get up off of that thing. Try to release that pressure. Get up off.
Poshmark is the perfect side hustle. It got me through school, a new job, and getting into my first apartment. There's so much I can sell.
And now listing is even easier with Poshmark's Smart List AI feature. I just take a pic and let Smart List do the rest. I love it.
What makes Special K Vanilla Almond so special? The 12 vitamins and minerals? What about the real almonds or that sweet vanilla flavor? Or do good things just come in threes? Special K. Special for a reason.
Monopoly Double Play at McDonald's is almost here. With millions of prizes to be won. Get ready to peel like a winner.
During cold season, a single sneeze can change everything. Emergency, a tasty boost of vitamins, minerals, and electrolytes to support your energy and immunity. Get Emergency ready.
Things happen here, but no one really talks about it.
We have 25 disappearances, 7 confirmed deaths. Something bad's coming.
Welcome back to Ottawa, where the Redblacks trailing the Riders 6-0, but they got something cooking right now, and they got to sustain some drives here, don't they?
Yeah, I think it's very important. 3-minute drive so far they've got going. And when you're facing, you want to keep Trevor Harris on the sideline. You've got an offense that's second best in the Canadian Football League in net yardage, and they're also second best in the CFL in explosive plays. So they've got to make sure that they stay on the field, move the football down, and give them a position to obviously finish with 7s, but get the defense off the field a little bit. Keep it. Drew Brown's done a nice job hitting multiple guys on some of these deeper shots downfield. Just missed that last one right before, but you can see their game plan a little bit. Spread out. Make sure you can spread this defense out. There's a lot of coverage played by the Saskatchewan Roughriders. They play a lot of zone coverage. Try to empty out the backfield to make those zones wider and harder for them to cover.
Ottawa shut out in the first quarter. That's the 8th time that's happened this season. Looking to put some points on the board here early in the second. Brown looks to his right, throws to his right, and that is taken away. Intercepted, and they're going to go back the other way with Brooks. He's going to take it to the 30. Nobody's going to catch him. This is a pick 6 the other way. Touchdown, Riders. First CFL touchdown for Antoine Brooks Jr.
Brooks is the low player to the wide side of the field. He just gets underneath this slant to Eugene Lewis. There is a space. The space has got to be wider than where Brooks is. Brooks reads the quarterback's eyes, runs this all the way back, gets some cheering from his teammates for the pick 6.
Let's go. Let's go. Good thing, boy.
8th interception thrown by Brown. He had 2 in his last start a couple of weeks ago. This one, though, a real dagger as it gets taken back for 6 the other way. Riders are going to go for 2 and a 14-point cushion. Harris with A.J. Ouellette to his right. Looks as Keyshawn Johnson in the corner dumps it off. There's a flag. Got it to Ajo. We'll have to see what this flag is.
Illegal contact, Ottawa number 36. That penalty will be declined. The convert is good.
Ajo is there for Harris, and the Riders lead by 14.
A lot of motion and movement for the 2-point conversion. There you see Brooks jumping up in front of Eugene Lewis to make that play for the pick 6. When the DB makes that catch, there's only one person left, usually the quarterback, and if he's in full stride, nobody's going to be able to make that play. So once again, a difficult play, turnover here. 6 points. Defense doesn't even allow to be on the field. So got to be better protecting the football for the Redblacks.
C.J. Revis moves to safety. Antoine Brooks gets the start in his spot and comes up with a big play for the Saskatchewan defense. They lead the league in interceptions.
Second in the CFL in takeaways, right? 31 takeaways.
What do we say about Ottawa? They turn the ball over, you lose football games.
Right.
Yeah, that's a big swing right there. Low kick, driving in there. Pimpleton has to hustle up underneath it at the 20. Pimpleton to the 40, trying to break away from some tackles. Does a good job staying on his feet. Now they'll blow it down. Some okay field position as the Riders defense and Brooks trot back on the field here. And this is a big one for Drew Brown. Can't fall behind the Riders too much.
Well, and it just finish with points. Just you don't need to do too much. Let's get a drive, finish with some points, overcome these critical errors that are putting you in a difficult position.
Pimpleton is down on one knee. We'll come out to take a look at him. Had his first receiving touchdown in their last game. Came right at the end of it against the Bombers. And we'll step away as they chat to Khalil Pimpleton of the Redblacks.
Bleeding gums are a sign of bacterial infection. We always recommend Crest Gum toothpaste to our patients. Its unique antibacterial fluoride works below the gum line to reduce bleeding to strengthen gums. Thanks, Crest.
Introducing the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid. Ready to go the distance without interruption.
I'm looking forward to multiplying these times. I'm ready for the
Because sometimes going further is what brings you closer together.
and these colors in your eyes, you know.
We thought of everything because we thought of you.
Let me see that thumb.
Less scroll, more vibes. However you spice.
With Prime Big Deal Days coming October 7th through the 10th, greatness is a deal away.
Just bust the move.
Shop deals from kitchen to electronics this Prime Big Deal Days.
We see it. Severe weather is here. But so is Canada's insurance industry, fighting for stronger, more resilient communities while helping you protect and rebuild the things we love.
The truth doesn't take sides. Lawyers do. The Rainmaker. All new Saturday, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific on USA Network. Stream it the next day on Crave. What a read that is, eh? The truth doesn't take sides. God, that gets you fired up. I gotta watch that. I'm in. You had me at the truth doesn't take sides.
Nice promo. Nice promo, Dusty.
Drew Brown, 6 of 10, 93 yards, pick 6 the other way. They'll get it to Stanback. He goes nowhere on the play. The corner, Marcus Sales, comes in to make the tackle.
Yeah, one of the things when you kind of condense your formations is you bring your corners a little bit closer. Marcus Sales had the green light on that play to, hey, blitz off the edge. Very hard to block the widest player at the corner. Creates a negative yardage, or creates a 2-yard gain. Really good stop by Sales.
Second carry of the day for Stanback. Just a couple of yards on each of them. 2nd and 8 for Brown. Riders only sent 4. Brown from the pocket. Down the field. Intercepted again. Oh, no. A.J. Allen this time steps underneath and takes it away. And things go from bad to worse for Drew Brown and the Redblacks.
So the throw to the middle of the field, you have to have an understanding how deep A.J. Allen is. As you see this, he's so deep, it's very difficult to throw that in that spot. There's 2 players right there. He's got to go somewhere else with the football, or else you got to throw the perfect ball. You got to throw it high like you did on Eugene Lewis. But when a player is that deep, try to throw underneath him. Don't put yourself in a difficult position. Difficult back-to-back turnovers for the Redblacks.
Interceptions on back-to-back passes from Drew Brown. Now they'll hand it off to A.J. A.J. Ouellette, nice jump cut to find some positive yardage. It's about 4, almost 5.
They're going to keep throwing them. They're going to keep throwing them.
Part of this pressure from talking to Corey Mace, what they try to do is, hey, we want to win first down, make these teams we face throw it on 2nd and long. An example of them stopping the run, forcing you into 2nd and 8, and then the ball has to go up in the air. But you've got to be careful throwing that over the top of linebackers. You've got to check it down when linebackers do.
Second interception of the year for Allen, 20th for the team. And now this one a little bit high for A.J. Ouellette, got turned around, and the Riders will have to punt it away. So Redblacks defense will get off the field this time.
You know, Redblacks doing some good things on defense once again. Like second in the Canadian Football League stopping the run. They've done a good job so far on A.J. Ouellette. They have given up that first drive that Luke talked about, a little bit of pressure, a little bit way more zone in the last 2 series. So they're listening to what Luke's saying and making it harder on Trevor Harris. But they're stopping the run, which has helped this defense for the Redblacks.
Pimpleton is back on the field and ready to return this punt from Joe Couch. Pimpleton, the guy who turned the game in a hurry. Ottawa could use a spark. Pimpleton just inside the 15. Finds a little bit of the 49-yard kick. Stays on his feet. There's a flag on the field. And Pimpleton's got something cooking. Midfield. Cuts it back inside the 40. Down to the 30. High stepping into the end zone, but the flag lays back at the 30 as Pimpleton takes it all the way home.
One of the most exciting returners
During
in
the return, illegal block. Ottawa number 46. 10-yard penalty, first down.
A round of boos from the crowd here in Ottawa. Here's a look at the penalty that wipes 97-yard touchdown off the board.
When Priya asked the web for upset stomach and nausea remedies, Susie in Red Deer said, sit in front of a fan and rub your belly. That's when Nora in Winnipeg said, I trust Gravol Ginger, made with real ginger for upset stomach and nausea relief. Trust Gravol, proudly Canadian.
Just a truck? Sure, and hockey's just a game. Ram's not built for just. It's built to win. It's built to race. It's built to last. So is Ram just a truck? Yeah, the same way Canada is just a country. Ram Power Days are here. Get 0% financing for 72 months on both the 2025 Ram 1500 and Ram 2500.
Now you can shop smarter at Canadian Tire. With same-day pickup or same-day delivery. So you don't have to shelve project for later. Shop smarter at Canadian Tire.
Isn't it nice when things are as good as gold? You know, when your fave spot is always nice. And your usual? Perfect. If dating matches always match there, well, hello. And all your friends arrived right on. As for your investments, imagine if everything was as good as gold.
Bob Dice is challenging this block in the back penalty. Let's give you a look at it.
The call's on Taran Rade, the global linebacker for the Redblacks. You can see right there at the top of your screen, Kerma right here, his hands pushing on the back. You see the official right there. He sees the play. He's got the ability to see. Just can't, even if you're stepping in, you can't put your hands on. And here's another look at it. Hands at the back with a push is gonna be called each time.
There's another good look at it.
After an Ottawa challenge, the replay center reviewed it, and the ruling on the field stands. Be first down.
what you're trying to coach those guys, Dustin, because it's hard when you're like,
Ottawa
this is
will be
my
charged
guy.
timeout.
This is the guy I got to block. I got to go. Once he beats you to the spot, you're behind him, and you can see the back of his numbers. You just can't. You got to let him. If he's going to make the tackle, you let him make the tackle. You don't get your hands on.
What do you think of the decision to challenge?
Maybe such an important play, down 14-0. They're trying to climb back in, but it's a tough loss of your time.
On the ground, about 3, almost 4 yards. That time, just stand back. Stand back did not play a couple of weeks ago against the Bombers. Here's what he's done so far this season.
Yeah, he comes back on the roster. Devontae Dedmon comes off. But William Stanback's been utilized in the run game a little bit more sparingly than his previous time at Montreal. BC Lions.
2nd and 6 for Drew Brown. Far side of the field, way up there. And Fields comes over and delivers a blow that knocks that ball out.
Ball's a little bit high, a little bit of pressure from the front side edge. William Stanback does a great block. Drew's just a little high with this throw.
That's a Kunavanu, too, who's 6'4" target. Took some punishment from DeMarcus Fields on the way down. Waits inside his own 20. Sean Bain pacing inside the Riders' 40. This kick will certainly back him up. Has to take it back at the 25. Can Bain find a little bit of space? 54-yard kick, a stop just outside the 40. It's been a heck of a season for A.J. Ouellette. He's got another 1,000 yards in the books. For more on him, let's send it back down to Claire Hanna.
Yeah, and Dustin, it was last week that A.J. Ouellette set a new season high for rushing yards, and he's still got over 3 games to improve those numbers. So I asked A.J. what's been the key to his success this season, and he said 2 things. First of all, his body type change. That was something he had focused on. He's always kind of had this powerlifting attitude when he's come into a season, but this year they said, well, we're cutting you a check to run the ball, so you got to prioritize flexibility and mobility. Another thing is coaching from Andrew Harris. They were teammates in Toronto, and Harris can be extra hard on Ouellette without hurting his feelings in practices and drills. And when it comes to a game, Harris builds him up so much to the point where after a game, Ouellette thinks he's graded out at 100% because of how encouraging Harris is. But then the next day when they get into the film room, Harris is like, well, here's the real grade.
I can remember, certainly working with Andrew for 4 years and how great he was a great pro, great professional. I remember talking to him when he was in Toronto as a player with AJ, and he says, I'm trying to teach this young guy that it's okay to go out of bounds. It's like, it's a long season. You play 18 games. Sometimes you just got to get out of bounds. There's times you deliver a blow. There's times you protect your body.
Harris, look to his right, back to his left, throws it incomplete. And that'll be a quick 2-and-out for the Riders.
This defense is holding up. Trevor Harris is looking to his right, can't find anything open because they drop into zones. He flips his hips to throw on the backside, and he doesn't make an accurate throw on the backside. Willie Fields' defense doing their best to keep these Redblacks in the game.
As you can see there, net yards in this game almost identical. A big kick 6 for the Riders defense, looming large in this one already. Couch, higher, shorter kick. And that's not a good one. Flag will fly as it flies out of bounds around the 40. Good field position for Ottawa when we return on TSN.
Get Advil Liquid Gels for fast and effective relief. And conquer your tough pain and fevers with the power of Liquid Fast Relief. Try Advil Liquid Gels and get liquid fast relief.
What do we all crave at Thanksgiving? It's the sandwich. Tim's new Thanksgiving stack. Seasoned Canadian turkey, home-style stuffing, and cranberry sauce. Exclusively for Tim's Rewards members, get an $8.99 dinner deal.
With Prime Big Deal Days coming October 7th through the 10th, greatness is a deal away.
Just bust a move.
Shop deals from home to electronics this Prime Big Deal Days.
At Genesis, centered around you means reflecting your every need. Like respecting your time by bringing service to your doorstep with complimentary valet pickup and courtesy vehicle service. Because we believe Genesis ownership shouldn't cost any of your time. This is personalized service. This is what sets Genesis apart.
Tough night for Drew Brown so far. For more on that, back down to Luke.
Yeah, Dustin, the picks are, you got to avoid them, but it's not always the quarterback's fault. Generally, it's either a team fault or a bad decision. This first one, it's a smash concept. You're thinking corner in a sit route here. Sit. I've never seen this where we run into a defender. The coverage says sit. We kind of drift into it and then make it even worse. We throw it into it. Again, that's fundamentally very, very flawed. With the corner there, that smash, we should have sat in that window. And then we talk about bad decisions. There's no rhyme or reason to make this throw right here. You just toss one up. You're not looking. There's no read. It's not a progression. It's just a flat-out bad decision.
A chance to redeem himself here. Lots of time left in this game. Down 14-0. Back-to-back games with 2 interceptions for Brown. This one he just lays out for Hardy. Hardy nowhere to go, and they'll take a loss on the play. Brooks again making the stop for the Riders.
And again, for Drew Brown, there is a stat that he's got some of the most 400-yard games of any quarterback in the Canadian Football League. But, you always talk to your quarterbacks about, hey, listen, you guys can play great. You can go 30 of 35, 4 touchdowns. You make 2 bad decisions in a game, and it's a loss. This is one of the things I always preach to our guys. You've got to make sure you've got to be perfect to play at the professional level and eliminate mistakes.
Second and long this time for Brown. Certainly looking to throw here. Riders will send 4. Gets it away. Geno Lewis is going to have to do some work here. Can't find a path through a gang of Riders. And it'll be third down and a couple of yards.
And this is what these defensive players for the Saskatchewan Roughriders say. We're going to win first down. They rallied, made the tackle, made it a second and long play. And then, okay, we'll let you throw underneath because our pass rush is going to get there quickly. The ball comes out of your hands, and we've got a bunch of guys. You see Sapp right there, Allen. We're going to make the tackle and force you to punt.
I think they thought about going for it, but last second here, they'll get the punt team on the field and kick it away from the Rider 51. Oh, driving kick. Bounces out of bounds at the 2-yard line. 49-yard beauty there from Leone. Now the NFL delivers an exciting international game in London between the Vikings and the Browns. Catch all the action on Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, 6:30 a.m. Pacific on TSN+.
Is that London, Ontario? Or no?
I think it's the one where they say cheerio. I think that's it.
Great kick by Leone. Let's see if we can play, three-phase football. Special teams puts the ball at the 2-yard line. Now the defense has got to get a stop. The defense gets a stop right here. Now you're going to put yourself in a position when Saskatchewan punts it, you're in great field position. You're already in field goal.
Field position has been flipped by punting after a horrible punt that went out of bounds and a penalty from Joe Couch. And then a great punt from Leone, and now all of a sudden, just like that, the Riders are backed up here.
Yeah, and it's going to be tough going against this. The one thing this Redblacks defense has done the last couple of years is stop the run, as we talked about. There's Richie Leone back after the loss of his mother. Missed the game 2 weeks ago. Had a good talk with him. He was so happy to get back with his teammates and family members.
gets it away. A.J. Ouellette has it.
There's a penalty here on the sideline. It's offsides or a jump.
Offside. Ottawa number 96. 5-yard penalty will repeat, second down.
Once again, remembering backed up, most teams are going to go on a hard count. Do your best to understand that situational football. You can see that, the hard count, right? Because you got everything to gain as an offense. Nice catch by A.J. here. Look at this, pulling the ball up from the ball. That's an amazing play from a running back or a receiver.
2nd and 2 for Harris. They'll get it to A.J. Ouellette. And that'll be a first down. Well, Malden had a great run here in Ottawa. Good pickup for Calgary, too, I think.
Great pickup for Calgary. Gets a lot of pressures. You know, was fortunate enough to work with him the year he was the defensive player of the Canadian Football League. He spoke so highly about his time here.
Harris quickly. Keyshawn Johnson's got it. And that's just short of another first down. Monster year for Johnson continues.
Good productivity on first down. Keyshawn comes in as the linebacker leaves with the back. It opens up a seam for Keyshawn on the inside on the slant.
Short yardage, A.J. Ouellette. And he gets the job done. Time ticks down inside 5 minutes.
Doing that with Trevor still in the game. They've got the ability to keep Trevor in. He doesn't have to take it, so he can play. And they don't have to change personnel at all.
Empty backfield for Harris. Far side. Myers has it, makes the move. Santos Knox will get him. There's a flag at the end of the play. Harris starting to get in a bit of a groove here.
Looks like we're going to get a horse collar.
Major foul, horse collar. Ottawa number 5. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Javon Santos Knox says he's going to chase. Deontay Myers, very good athlete on the outside. Get the ball in space. Get the ball in space. King Embers, difficult spot. Tries to bring it back to his people. I don't know if that's a horse call.
There's A.J. Ouellette, kicks it to the outside. There's a flag as he pushes it ahead. It's going to be just short of a first down, but this is going to be coming back.
Usually these outside runs are going to draw holding penalties. This ball gets bounced out.
Holding. Saskatchewan number 89. 10-yard penalty. Repeat. First down.
Kian Chafin-Breaker. Drawn it. Let's go back to Santos Knox. Is this, we got a horse collar here? No, I don't see it on the inside above in the cylinder. It's on the top of the shoulder pads. That's what Santos Knox is saying.
First and 20 for Harris. Lays it up there a little bit high, but Keyshawn Johnson went and got it. Took it outside the 50. Still be second and long here for Harris and the Riders.
Part of this, Trevor Harris has done this for years, these quick screens on the outside and the perimeter. Lucas Cormier's in a position to make the tackle, but it's just sometimes hard to make these plays right here. Keyshawn gets north-south, a couple missed tackled. Big 8-yard gain.
Keyshawn Johnson coming into this game among league leaders in pretty much every statistical category among receivers. Had a big one last week against Edmonton.
Yeah, 3rd in yards, 3rd in targets, 3rd in receptions. Done a lot for this team, and again, been consistently there for Trevor as other guys have been hurt throughout the season. You can see what he's done this year and been just somebody that Trevor can trust. I've got a guy that will be in the right spot at the right time.
Dante Myers is pacing towards being over 1,000 yards as well. Injured Redblack is up and walking off the field. Chase McGowan, 24-year-old out of Delaware. A little bit of a limp.
3:48 left in the first half. Saskatchewan Roughriders, everything to gain here. Just very good offensively. No matter what happens in this drive, taking it from the 2-yard line after the great kick by Richie Leone and bring it all the way out to the 50. Flip the field position. Great job by Trevor and the offense.
2nd and 11 for Harris. They're going to bring a little bit of heat. Gets picked up. Harris, though, can't find anybody, and they'll take him down. Ottawa defense making a play. Carter, Aiden John as well, causing issues.
Multiple guys coming. You'll see Santos Knox coming in. You also see on the outside one of the perimeter blitzers coming all the way in. That's Adrian Fry, one of the defensive backs. He comes through, times it up, and gets Trevor Harris down. Very difficult sometimes when those defensive backs blitz. A little bit faster, a little bit harder for the backs to go ahead and block. Nice job by Adrian Fry coming in from his boundary halfback position.
This is a look at Jesse Mirko, who's actually handling punting duties. I said Joe Couch a few times earlier in the game. My apologies. Totally blew it. It's Mirko who's handling the punting duties tonight for the Riders. And he dropped one in here to Pimpleton. A 44-yard kick. Pimpleton, little hesitation, finds some space, and will eventually be tracked down by Jaden Dalkey. They've seen enough of Pimpleton so far as we hit the 3-minute mark here in Ottawa, with the Riders on top 14-0.
When your back hurts, life hurts. Roback's dual action formula relieves pain and relaxes tight muscles. Take back your back with Robacks.
And your car is ready to go.
Great.
Huh. Did you want to redeem your Canadian Tire money? You've got enough for your oil change to be free.
Wait, I can pay with Canadian Tire money?
Oh, yeah.
What? I could pay with Canadian Tire money?
Rewards for auto service? Feels this good. Earn and redeem Canadian Tire money for auto service. Only in Canada's Garage.
What makes Special K red berries so special? The 11 vitamins and minerals? Oh, and are those strawberries? Oh, wait. Can you go back to the berries? Special K. Special for a reason.
Sponge towels. Nothing absorbs like it.
Coming up at the half, we're going to break down the lack of urgency from the Redblacks. We got some good defense from the Riders, some good Trevor Harris. There's something different about them here. Smarter, more intelligent. We're doing X's and O's.
Look at that, the glasses. Excellent. They make you look smarter, Lavo. That's why I wear them. I don't actually need them. I did tonight. This will be taken just outside the 35, and Ottawa desperate for a dub here. Desperate for points right now. Here's a look at the current CFL playoff picture.
Yeah, would be eliminated with a loss today. So obviously they've got to get some momentum going into the half. They got to get the defense fired up. They got to get the crowd fired up. This is where they've struggled. Second down. They are 2 of 8 on second downs so far in this football game. 28%.
Stand back will clear out to the bottom of your screen. Empty here for Drew Brown. Goes over the middle. This time finds a spot one in the defense to drop it in to Braylon Addison. And a big pickup for Ottawa here late in the half.
Braylon Addison just runs a seam route right through the linebackers, underneath the Sam and over the Mike. Drew puts it in between that space, locates it. Braylon Addison makes a great catch because he's going to get hit. He understands he's going to get hit, but he protects the ball for the big explosive play.
The work from the Riders, 49. Oh, some momentum late in the half would be big for Ottawa. Pimpleton looking for a block, not going to get one. He'll get about 7 yards on that catch, and it's second and manageable with 91 seconds on the clock.
Quick little hitch, ball out of hands and your playmakers. Pitch in second and short situation here. 1:31, plenty of time left to go in. You want to run this time. You want to run all this clock down and score a touchdown.
Stand back, slides over to the right of Brown. He'll get the ball. He's going to push it ahead. He's got a first down and more. Rumbling down inside the 35, almost all the way to the 30. And Ottawa in business right now.
Just works for a little bit of inside, bounces back outside. Good blocking it on the left side of the line. Good push for William Stanback, ensuring the first down. Redblacks will go tempo the rest of the way.
Four options out to the right for Brown. Tucks it into the belly of Stanback. Adds some space, carries it down inside the 25. That's his best pickup of the ball game.
Team thinks you're going to pass at this juncture right at the end of the half. First down, what do you do? Nice, easy draw play. Let the rushers get upfield. Give it a Stanback after he just got a big first down. Feed the beast, give him a little bit more. Nice call on the draw play.
Clock ticks inside 60 seconds. They'll give it to Stanback again. This time he's tracked down on the play. Malik Carney was able to wrap him up.
Very hard to cut off these defensive ends. You'll see Malik Carney, I believe right here, he beats across the face of Anthony Gosling. Gets in there. Oh, Malik Carney's one more inside. He beats Drew Desjardins at the tackle position to get inside. Difficult to cut off there.
3rd and 3. Ottawa is going to go for it here. Pimpleton and Addison in the slot to the right of Drew Brown. Riders will send 5. Brown waits, throws it near sideline, and they've got it. First down, Ottawa, as he drops it in to Keelan White. His first catch of the game is a big one late here for the home side.
Zone coverage. There's always going to be zone coverage. A lot of this football team, but where is the soft spot in the defense? It was all the way out at field 1. Good read by Dustin. Crum to get it outside.
Brown down the field in the direction of Hardy. Hardy had gone down, never had a crack at it, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Trying to get the sideline route to Hardy as Marcus Sales comes down. Takes a slant, just misses it outside. See, Milligan knew that route to the sideline was coming.
Now the work from the Riders, 17. 8 seconds on the clock in the half. Brown waits down the sideline looking for Gino. Incomplete. 3 seconds on the clock. Trying to find Lewis, but Roland Milligan, first time we've said his name in this one, gets a hand on it.
High player, as he's sitting there watching, sees the ball up in the air, has a good chance to get to that. Just a good high location where only Gino can get it, or else Milligan could get it almost tipped it to himself for the interception.
Lewis Ward into the game. Under 80% on the year. Trying to find some points here for Ottawa. Those are up. And it is through. Redblacks on the board at the end of the half. They trail 14-3 in a must-win game. Drew Brown buried in that tablet on the sidelines, and it was an interception that has really been the biggest difference in this game so far. Antoine Brooks, pick 6 for the Riders.
Recognizes where the ball's going to be. Takes it all the way back for the touchdown. There's another interception. Not a lot of rhythm so far for this Redblacks offense. Riders defense making them capitalize, putting points on the board, stuff you got to do when you're on the road.
Second interception of the season for Brooks is his first CFL touchdown, and he stands by with Claire Hanna.
The blue is gone.
Antoine, on your... Your team is fired up. On your way to scoring your first pick 6 in the CFL, I noticed that you pointed to your bench and you were yelling. Describe that moment to me.
I mean, every day I work hard at practice, and it's not just for me, it's just for my team too. Them boys see me every day, you know, working hard, touching the ball, making turnovers all the time. So that moment was really just for them to know that like, it just don't happen in the game. It also happen. I mean, it just don't happen at practice. It only happen in the game. So sorry, I'm a little hyped up.
It's okay. It's worth being hyped up. You usually play corner when you get into the game. You're playing Sam linebacker today. How is that adjustment going for you?
No, that adjustment is that's really my home position. So, you know, playing corner was, you know, just a step up in my game, just to make sure, you know, whatever the coaches need, I do it, whatever my coaches want for real. You know, I run through a big wall for my team, so it is what it is.
Antoine, thank you.
Nah, thank you.
All right, Kate. Well, the Redblacks have some work to do as we throw it back to you.
They certainly do, Claire. They are currently down 14-3. Brooks Jr. slightly fired up, and the panel's always fired up for halftime. It's Enoch Mwamba, Davis Sanchez, Milt Stiegel. Milt, I will begin with you because we're watching this entire first half, and I think we all looked at ourselves and said the exact same thing. Just the lack of energy, the lack of urgency right now from Ottawa is a little bit startling, and I get it too. You see Lorenzo Malden be traded away. You kind of have a direction of the team. There's this much of a chance you're making the postseason. But we also thought coming into this game that we would see the Redblacks absolutely come out with a little bit of passion, and they just haven't.
No, we haven't seen it. We saw a little bit on that last drive, and maybe Pimpleton's been with some of his returns and catches. But besides that, it's been nothing. And anytime you step on the field, it's an honor and a privilege. But both of these teams have a lot to play for. Saskatchewan, they're playing. If they win and BC loses, they secure a home playoff spot. But the Redblacks are playing for their playoff life. You're playing to have an opportunity to make the playoffs. And when you get in the playoffs, you never know what can happen. But the energy, what they're out there playing, it's just not showing it. Bobby Dice is coaching for his job. These players are playing for their job, playing for having another opportunity to come back and be on the team next year. And they're just not showing. So in this second half, they need to come out and play with some energy. Play with the fact that your job and your season is on the line. That's what I want to see out of this team.
I thought that first of all, Addison made a big catch there at the end. You saw him go in the middle, a contested catch, take a big hit. They got 3 points out of that. I thought their offense didn't play with energy. Their defense did. And really, it was Drew Brown's turnovers that kind of took the air out of energy they would have. But anyway, their defense, think about this, though, drive chart. It was punt, it was touchdown for Sask, and then 4 punts in a row. So Ottawa's defense has come to play. This right here, we said this, Enoch, this is the quarterback drops. Drew is staring him down the whole time. He doesn't take his eyes off him. When the quarterback leaves, I think he thinks it's open. It's obviously not.
No, Antoine Brooks did an amazing job. This is textbook. Corey Bass is going to be showing this for years to come. This is how you do it. A hook to curl drop. You carry the receiver, and then you go straight to the curl and you do an amazing job and finish the ball.
Yeah, this one right here, looks like it's trapped. You see the corner trapping, coming down here. There's 4 guys around 1 receiver, 2 underneath guys wide open. Throw the check down. Get to 3rd and 1. Nope, throws into a 4-man. That's an easy interception.
And if you look at it, A.J. Allen did an amazing job as well. He did his job at the first part of that play. You see him. The responsibility that he's supposed to do is carry number 2, and he's right beside number 2. But the last 2 steps that he did, he had a great burst, and that's called being a P. You know what that P stands for now? A player. And he did just that.
What you trying to say? I wasn't a player. I didn't know what it's
not about you. I'm saying A.J. Allen made a real good play beyond what is asked of between the X's and O's.
I'm so offended by. By the way, I'm going to give them credit. I don't think I've ever seen a dual Piero done together. A dual breakdown together.
It's cute.
Milt, I think you and I need to step up our game a little bit.
Without a doubt. We'll do something later.
Yeah, coming up after the break, you know what? We're going to be talking about BC taking on Calgary.
Top 5, huh, Top 5?
Oh, no.
That's where you're going again, Chase?
Stand up for yourself, Milt.
What? That was
both of you, actually, both of you.
Dev, I think we're hosting the awards this year.
Hosting what awards?
You're not. All right, coming up after the break, we're going to be talking about Calgary and BC. We'll sort this out in the commercial break.
Yeah.
Monopoly Double Play at McDonald's is all.
Play more football on Saturday. It's a doubleheader. First up, the battle of the QEW. The Toronto Argonauts taking on the Hamilton Tiger Cats. The Argonauts, like the Redblacks tonight, they need a win in this one. 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific. And then we've got the BC Lions and the Calgary Stampeders, a rematch of Week 16, where Nathan Rourke threw for 331 yards. He had 2 TDs in the air. He had 3 rushing TDs. He was absolutely sensational. On the flip side, when it comes to the Calgary Stampeders right now, things are going in the wrong direction. Some very interesting quotes from one Vernon Adams Jr. today, Milt.
Yeah, he talks about how his confidence, he's lost some of his confidence and he has to get back to playing the way he used to, which is definitely true. But a player coming out and saying they lost their confidence, your starting quarterback, I mean, we appreciate the honesty, but that's going to be tough to overcome. And he has the tools. He's capable of doing it, but he has to go out there and play well early. If he goes out there and he doesn't play well early, it's going to be some problems. But he has the tools. He just has to get it done. He better get it done early.
Yeah, he did say, I lost my confidence. Here's the quote is, I lost my confidence the last few weeks, period. I'm not playing myself. So I don't think VA, and look, we'll hear more from him, I'm sure, with this. I don't like the sounds of it either, but maybe he's saying he lost it the last few weeks, doesn't like how he's been playing. I hope that he hasn't lost his confidence moving forward or in what he can do, and I don't think he has. I expect I'm motivated, and I expect to see big play VA out there.
Yeah, and you expect him to bounce back. It's always tough to hear. That's your leader. That's your the leader in the locker room, and you expect him to kind of be much more confident than that and just shake these kind of things off. It's a regular season game, and thankfully, they had a great start to the season and put themselves in the position where, you get into a bad run like they did in the last few games and lose some games, but you're still in playoff contention. You're still getting into the playoffs. You just have to sometimes reinvent yourself, and that's what they got to do, but that is a little bit concerning.
Yeah. Hold on, that defense needs to play better also.
Agreed.
They need to play better also.
And it's changed significantly since Flo went down. And we knew how big of an impact that was. Maybe when it comes to VA, too, maybe this is a lot of deflection as well, too. He's like, let's blame the blame on me right now. And then, you don't concentrate. That's not the worst move I've ever heard, just listening to those comments and thinking about it a little bit more. Should be a fascinating rematch from Week 16, but we have a game to wrap up first in the nation's capital. It is 14-3 for the Saskatchewan Roughriders. We'll get you back to Ottawa right after this.
Practice starts in 20. Let's get it. T-Mac.
Who shaves for practice?
My game face doesn't take days off with Gillette Labs. Its green bar releases trapped hairs, so you can get virtually every hair in a single stroke.
That's smooth.
The best your game can get is Gillette Labs.
I'm just browsing around while I wait for my car. Oh, this is cute. Yeah, there's no price on this.
Oh, that's because it's not for sale. We're just vehicle specialists.
But the last place I went sold all kinds of things.
At Fountain Tire, we focus on one thing, your vehicle.
Huh, I like that.
Tires are on, belts replaced, sidecar attached. You're all set.
Great.
Great.
Fountain Tire. We're on this road together, Canada.
You know those times when you're not drinking, but you really fancy a lovely, cold, smooth Guinness? Well, guess what? Guinness Zero. We've taken the alcohol out, but left the Guinness in.
We are made in Canada. Homegrown, Canadian-owned and operated. We're neighbors, friends, family, We're more than just made in Canada. We're a fabric of Canada.
Okay, Anthony, right here. Big smile.
This is Anthony, CIBC client, filmmaker, and orca enthusiast. Yep, orcas. His lifelong ambition? To film them in the wild. Little did he know.
It costs so much money.
Enter Colin, his longtime CIBC advisor. He turned his spending habits into a savings plan, and in 1 year got him to Norway. So he could shoot this and this. What's holding your ambitions back? We're here to help make them happen. CIBC, ambitions made real.
And we on go. 8 teams, each one with something to prove.
It's time to rock and roll!
The Liberty, aiming for a championship encore. The Aces, playing their best cards when it counts most. The Lynx, out for redemption. We can't get enough of the WNBA playoffs.
Confession's not for God's sake. If you want to be forgiven, all you have to do is ask. Everything happens for a reason. I'm gonna make reason.
It's a beautiful night in Ottawa, but not a good night so far for Ottawa as the Redblacks trail 14-3 in a game they got to have. Their head coach, Bob Dice, stands by with Claire Hanna.
Bob, this is a game where your team can face elimination in the playoffs. How do you generate some momentum?
Well, you know, the first thing we got to do is play more disciplined football, Claire. It's just that simple. We know the situation. Now it's a matter of making it, taking it to action. These guys know. I told them exactly at the half what's at stake here. Now we got to put it together this half.
Drew threw 2 picks in that first half. Are you guys considering making a quarterback change?
Drew's going to start the second half and go out there and execute the offense well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, well, there's the confirmation. Drew Brown will start the second half.
What we need to see from this Redblacks offense, better productivity on first down, because they've been hurt themselves. They've only got 33% conversion on second down compared to almost 57% for the Riders. They've got to be better on second down converting. That helps having great first down productivity.
We are underway here in the third quarter. Bertrand Houdon on that return. Let's take a look at Trevor Harris in the first half.
Started out gangbusters at the beginning. 11 of 16, 69%, 115 yards. Moved the ball right down the field versus some early zone pressures by this Redblacks defense. Led to an early touchdown, but I think he's done a good job of moving the ball out of backed up in a situation in the second quarter. But the Redblacks defense has stood up in the second quarter, holding them back. We do know the touchdown that was scored was a defensive score by the Riders. One of them.
Saskatchewan looking to snap a rare 2-game losing streak. And Harris connects with Emelis to start the half. There's a look at Trevor versus Ottawa in his career.
22 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. That's been key for this organization since Trevor Harris and Corey Mace got together in a turnover margin. One of the best in the Canadian Football League 2 years ago.
7 yards to Emilus, a 2nd and 3 for Harris. In trouble, taken down, will not escape. Ta'ala gets there, his 4th sack of the campaign.
This is a coverage sack. Trevor has a throw to the short side of the field. He can't see it. And then all of a sudden, watch him. He's looking right. He can't find it. And then, as you said, Ta'ala, he does a great job of avoiding the one-on-one matchup, winning clean, and getting the sack as Trevor tried to scan across and find his next throw. Great coverage in the back end created that sack.
Argo from his 30. Lays a good one out there. Pimpleton takes it just inside the 15, and he runs out of room. Great coverage down the field after a 57-yard kick from Argo. Here's Drew Brown's first half.
Pick underneath. Brooks, as the low player sees it, returns it all the way, whether that's miscommunication with the receiver or a bad decision. And then this one, you just can't throw it that high over the top and expect to be able to make that throw consistently, right? You're better off checking it down. A couple of key mistakes. They've got to clean up. -2 in turnover much, and you don't win football games. So the defense is going to have to help this offense create some takeaways.
Just 11 of 19 in the opening half. Brown down the field, over the middle, taken away again. You've got to be kidding me. This time it is Thurman. 3rd interception of the game for the Riders defense, and disaster to start the half for Drew Brown. Oh boy, gonna want that one back to Thurman's 3rd of the year.
With Prime Big Deal Days coming October 7th through the 10th, greatness is a deal away.
Just bust the move.
Shop deals from home to electronics this Prime Big Deal Days.
When your back hurts, life hurts. Roback's dual action formula relieves pain and relaxes tight muscles. Take back your back with Robacks.
Welcome to the Canadian Football League.
Hi, I'm Morgan. I have 3 kids, so you've inherited my judgmental stare. I work with the cops, and I see the world a little differently. I know you guys aren't sold on my theory. Hopefully this should clear things up.
Is this what the inside of your mind looks like?
Oh, buddy. No, not even close.
Morgan!
High Potential. All new Tuesday, 10/8 Mountain on CTV. Stream next day on Crave.
Drew Brown with another interception. There's going to be a clear out, and then underneath it, you're going to try to go here, but you have to see the linebackers. Thurman is breaking and getting depth immediately, trying to get underneath. If you look right there, there's Thurman. There's nobody else. Now, I'd like somebody underneath Thurman to help hold Thurman, but you cannot throw this ball with that Thurman that deep. Difficult to now have your 3rd interception of the game. Right now, -3 in turnover margin. You've got to find a way to stop turning over.
Let's take another look at the 3rd interception of the ball game for Drew Brown. Thurman, thank you very much. Makes the play on it. Brown obviously extremely frustrated, and a conversation with his head coach on the sideline as well. Season high 3 interceptions. There's Bob goes over to have a word with him. And Dustin Crum has warmed up. The helmet is on. And we'd expect to see him. Harris lays it down. for Keyshawn, who tried to one-hand it, could not haul it in. That'll bring him third down.
I mean, this is the second time after a turnover this defense is forced to 2 and out. The defense is doing their job. This should be a 7-3 game if you're protecting the football. I expect Dustin Crum to go into this football game and now be able to use his legs. And most importantly, Dustin Crum's done a good job protecting the football when he had opportunities as a starter. Because this game is not over. There's plenty of time left in this game, but they cannot give away the ball like they have.
Mirko just inside his own 50. End over end kick. Pimpleton waits. Now he takes it just inside the 10. Wrapped up immediately after a 42-yard kick on the play. And there's a look at Dustin Crum trying to come in and essentially save the Redblacks season.
71% completion. Done a very good job, as you can see. 385 rushing yards. 11 TDs of this season. He can use his legs. He's a strong lower-bodied quarterback, so when the pass rush gets to him, he can break tackles. The biggest thing they've got to do is establish the run, create some second and shorts, and protect the football.
Started on the ground. Taken out to about the 15. Short pickup in the hands of Stanback.
And Crum, you talk to the coaches, they really love everything about it. He's a student of the game. Coach Dice just talks about his ability in some of the games, some of their last couple of games, how he played very well. You remember the Calgary game early in the season as he played and was able to run the football and help them win that game early in the season versus Calgary.
Pressure coming. Crum hangs in there, gets it away to Stanback. Stanback turns it up the field. It'll be stopped a couple yards short of a first down. Leone will have to kick it away. Dustin Crum's last 4 games, sorry, Labo,
Yep, go ahead.
No interceptions in his last 4 games. Last 4 starts did not throw an INT, so he's looked after it.
And again, sometimes that comes for, he's going to be a little bit different. When he doesn't see pictures, he's going to try to take off and scramble and get some runs.
Great field position looming for the Riders. Just got that one away. It'll bounce out of bounds on Ottawa's side of the field. A very late flag comes flying out there as well.
Marcus Sales got a piece of this. It looks like coming on the outside.
After the play, we have a 15-yard UR misconduct on Saskatchewan number 8.
That is Marcus Sales picks up the flag. They got a piece of that one too.
What you doing?
My tooth still hurts.
Go to the dentist.
You know I don't have insurance.
But the Canadian Dental Care Plan is here. If your family income is under $90,000 and you don't have dental insurance, you might qualify.
So no more frozen peas?
The Canadian Dental Care Plan is helping millions of Canadians access the dental care they need. A message from the Government of Canada.
Whether you have a full crew, a +1, or if you're headed out solo, with a Jeep, you'll always have a partner in adventure. Jeep Adventure Days are back. Right now, you can get 0% financing for 72 months on a first-class Adventurer, the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Or get 0% financing for 72 months plus $2,000 in bonus cash on the tech-savvy and trail-rated 2025 Jeep Compass. Don't let the Jeep Adventure Days pass you by.
At Wayfair, we bring style to every get-together. Oh, they brought wings.
You mean these wingback chairs? Dive in, everyone. We brought plenty.
We brought the sides.
Everybody remember to leave room.
Yeah, bring that over here.
We brought the ranch. Woo! That looks like it's fresh from the farmhouse.
Wings and ranch? Now it's a party.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Dustin, I don't want to watch curling. I don't want to watch soccer, hockey. I want to watch NCAA football. Miami 4-0 going against 3-1 Florida State. ACC action, right? Tune in tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, TSN Plus. I'll be watching, buddy.
You'll be watching it. You'll be watching it.
No offense to the curling, tennis, and hockey fans.
Here's Harris. Gets it away. And Schaefer Baker targeted a couple of times in the first half of this return game for him. And what a big weapon he could be for this team down the stretch.
Yep. Empty out the backfield. Teams that are in zone, there's going to be horizontal space. Throw it to Schaefer Baker. Locate the football. Put yourself in second and short.
Harris with time, near sideline, finds Keyshawn Johnson. That wrapped up immediately, but had enough to move the chains for the Riders.
This is how fast you have to be to read and recognize. The linebacker's going to stay here, so what does he do? He takes the outside throw. As you watch this, as we roll this, he's looking to go to the inside. The inside gets collisioned. Everybody stays inside. Can't cover the comeback from the outside.
Now they'll get it to Emelis. Goes down awkwardly on the sideline, but bounces back up.
Took one of our camera guys out, too.
Hopefully he's all right. Back to his feet.
BTL block. This is basically a screen pass. You have Emelis go across the field. You block downfield for him. Get the ball quickly.
Shout out to Jason, who's okay on the sideline for us on the camera. Right back in his direction again. This time to Keyshawn Johnson.
Good rhythm once again from this Rider offense. Okay, here's Jason on the sideline trying to get away. That's a shot.
He stayed right in there, didn't he? You saw Emelis' glove come right into the screen.
Good job, Jason.
Well done. 3rd and inches. We've seen A.J. Ouellette handle these duties so far tonight. Jake Merrill just trot out of the way up top the screen. Riders don't need much to keep this drive alive here. Ouellette finds some space right up the middle, and he'll have a first down for Saskatchewan.
This is the rhythm you saw from the early first quarter with Trevor Harris. A lot of easy throws on 1st and 10, throwing in front of the defensive backs. Creating all these second and shorts. This is AJ's probably 4th carry on these quarterback sneaks, so you know they're getting very good positive yardage to be able to do all these quarterback sneaks / running back sneaks.
Mix in A.J. Ouellette with Tommy Stevens, unable to go. Trevor Harris, 16 of 22 for just 149 yards so far in this one. Wastes no time here, gets it away again.
This is a difficult part about playing against a lot of teams in the Canadian Football League. Some of the reasons why completions is highest in CFL history this season, because how quickly the ball comes out of Trevor Harris' hand. Teams do not hold the football anymore. So you want to get your pass rush here, you're not going to get home, especially on 1st down when he's just throwing the ball quickly, what you call the 3-step passes in the shotgun.
Harris, one of the quickest in the league to get rid of that ball. Dumps it off this time. A little bit of space for A.J. Ouellette. A hurdle up and over. And a first down in style for the Riders running back. A flag on the field back by Trevor Harris, though.
Watch his eyes. Look at me. He's looking to the right. Can't find anything. Flips his hips. Throws the check down. And again, when you throw all the way to the backside read on your swing route, there's going to be space. It's going to give you enough yards for a first down, especially if you can jump over guys like a hurdler, Dusty.
Yeah. Pretty impressive.
You were a hurdler, right, back in the day?
Yeah, right? I'm tall enough to just step over them slowly. Taking a little bit of time to sort this one out here. Now we'll get the call.
Major foul, unnecessary roughness. Saskatchewan number 62. 15-yard penalty will repeat 2nd down.
That is the left tackle, Hayden Collins, out of Eastern Kentucky. Takes a highlight reel play off the board from A.J. Ouellette.
Makes this a real difficult 2nd and 20 now. See the engagement. See if I got an angle for you. He's right there. Let's see what happens. When a player's down on the ground, you can't go deliver a blow to a player down.
Back in the hands of Ouellette. This time he's upended just outside the 45. Does move it back within at least possibly attempting a field goal, but they're going to kick it away instead.
Screen pass conservative on 2nd and 20. So you've got a lead. You want to make sure, nice conservative play, force the Redblacks in a difficult, long field position game.
Urko from just outside his own 50. There's a flag already on the play before that ball was even kicked. Now they'll get it into the hands of Pimpleton. 39-yard kick.
This flag happened before the play even happened. Is this something from the sideline? Somebody said something on the sideline?
Maybe they were trying to sneak a player off the field.
There's no flag on the play.
Plot twist. No flag at all. Everything's fine. Gino Lewis. 4 catches, 47 yards already on the day for Gino.
When pain stops you in your tracks, try new Voltacare Cooling Cream with 4 pain-fighting ingredients. And get fast cooling pain relief. New Voltacare Cooling Cream.
It's on Poshmark. It's here. And it's half off. Find the best deals today.
Yes, Poshmark.
I knew Poshmark would have it. They're perfect. Find everything you want on Poshmark. Download the app to start shopping today.
What makes Special K Vanilla Almond so special? The 12 vitamins and minerals? What about the real almonds or that sweet vanilla flavor? Or do good things just come in threes? Special K. Special for a reason.
Okay, Anthony, right here. Big smile.
This is Anthony, CIBC client, filmmaker, and orca enthusiast. Yep, orcas. His lifelong ambition? To film them in the wild. Little did he know.
It costs so much money.
Enter Colin, his longtime CIBC advisor. He turned his spending habits into a savings plan, and in 1 year got him to Norway. So he could shoot this and this. What's holding your ambitions back? We're here to help make them happen. CIBC, ambitions made real.
Gino Lewis closing in on another 1,000-yard campaign. For more on that, let's send it down to Claire Hanna.
Well, Gino Lewis wins a lot of one-on-one matchups. In fact, in the first quarter, he won a one-on-two matchup, and I asked what his secret was to being so good at those battles in the air, and he said, easy, basketball. And we have the footage to prove it.
Look at this.
It was when he started playing basketball in grade 7 that he realized how athletic he was, because he could dunk the ball. Nobody else was doing that at the age of 13. Now, Lewis had been playing football for years, but at that point, and he brought the athleticism that he learned on the basketball court back to the football field, and he told me, like, going over the middle is kind of like going up for a rebound. Lewis knows he's going to get hit, but he has to be unbothered, and basketball taught him to be bigger on the field and not get phased by that contact in the air. Guys.
Two-sport athlete, 56 yards away from 1,000. Right into his hands again. And he's had a pretty good day so far. He's been the go-to guy in this Ottawa offense this evening.
A couple early underneath screen passes. As Kate talked about, this big catch, jumping up over the top of 2 players to make the catch. A couple underneath. Yeah, when I asked him a couple of questions yesterday, I said to him, I thought you were 6'2" or 6'3", Dustin, because he really high points the ball. He's always going up and making those special catches. I was very surprised he's a 6'1" guy.
The This time they'll hand it off. Looking for the first down on 2nd and short, and I think they might be just short of picking that up.
Good push from the backside. Slicing, what's that called? Slicing is trying to cross face and block the tight end. Beat the block of the tight end on the backside.
Dustin Crum, short yardage. This is what he does. And he does it again. Keep Ottawa's offense on the field. Has not been a great night for the Redblacks, but they're still certainly within striking distance in this football game. Their defense has done a very good job keeping them in this game.
And the Riders have done a great job of keeping the Redblacks. You know, they've been the entire game in their own end. They had one drive into the red zone that they finished with a field goal.
They've outgained the Riders so far in this one. But just 3 points to show for it. Back on the ground again. Stanback at his 10th carry of the ball game. Got close to half of what they need for another first down. 4.5 to play, third quarter.
Just very hard. Malik Carney, Micah Johnson, Caleb Sanders, those guys, it's very difficult to make sure you can get positive runs against this unit. You talk to Mike, he says, that's what we do. We're going to stop the run, and we're going to get 4 guys rushing the quarterback.
Only allow 80 yards per game on the ground. There, Crum finds Hardy out to midfield. And a sign of life for this Redblacks offense.
A little bit of blitz by Allen creates a little bit of seam for Hardy inside before the halfback can make the play. Great throw by Dustin Crum. C.J. Rivas delivers a blow, but Hardy makes the catch.
Crum, pump fake. Now he goes in that direction to stand back a little bit too high, and that falls incomplete. Justin Hardy coming into this game after putting together back-to-back very good performances, back-to-back 100-yard games.
East Carolina product. I was fortunate enough to have time with him my last year here in Ottawa, and just you could tell his professionalism from the first day he stepped in meetings. Quiet, reserved, yes sir, no sir type of guy. And when he had opportunities with the ball in his hand, he was special. Had some injuries, but I think he's really found a good home and a trust factor with these quarterbacks here in Ottawa.
No shortage of weapons for an Ottawa offense that's stuck at 3 points right now. Crum under fire, escapes the heat, on the run now, finds midfield, looking for the 50, pushes it down, multiple flags fly. Had enough, close to it for the first down, but there's a face mask coming here.
This is what people love about Dustin Crum. Great block by Stanback there. There's that pass rush we talked about, but as Crum's going, he's going to get extra yardage. He's going to fight for the thing. His teammates love seeing that, right? We don't like seeing this face mask right here. So Sales will get that penalty right there, should flip this field.
We have 2 flags on the play. Holding, Ottawa number 38. Major foul, face masking, Saskatchewan number 8. We're going to go up 5 yards, automatic first down.
I think they meant William Stanback on the holding.
That's 31, not 38. They'll move it up, and it will be a first down for Crum and the Redblacks.
Stanback's at the left of your screen. See him here as he's going to go ahead and block. You'll see him right here as he's going to help out. As he sees Dustin scramble right here, he got his left hand and spun Allen around. You just can't do that. That's why that call showed up.
Crum wants to go down the field, has to settle far side to Addison, and Addison could not hang on.
Getting Dustin Crum on the perimeter, get a block on the edge so he can sprint out and look downfield. Doesn't like any of the throws downfield. You can see him. Watch, he changes his eyes, gets the ball out to Braylon Addison. Just got to catch the ball clean first before he takes off and help out his quarterback.
That is one that Addison usually hauls in. 74% catch rate on the year. Maybe none easier than that one. Addison, almost 700 yards coming in at this one. He has it 700 yards now. He's only played 10 games. There's another good weapon that this Ottawa offense has.
Hello, your cell phone. How can I help?
Adults I need somebody, not just anybody. Won't you please, 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 please help Let me see that thumb. Yeah.
Less scroll, more vibes. However you spice.
Your best defense against erosion and cavities is strong enamel. Nothing beats it. Pro Enamel Active Shield actively strengthens the enamel to defend against erosion and cavities. I think that this product is a game changer for my patients. It really works.
Well, could another comeback be looming? Who knows? Let's send it down to Luke Wilson to find out.
Dustin, I'll say this right now. If you're the Roughriders, as great as your defense has played, your offense has been extremely uninspiring. After the first drive, they've basically done nothing, and I get nervous because this is a team that you want to come in here and dominate. You want to come in here and say, hey, we're back. You know, after the last couple weeks, you give up a sack here. We missed a throw here. This is coming out of the half. We got the 15-yard penalty, which I thought was a little chintzy on this next drive. It's been tough sledding, and where my head goes, this should be a get-right game. They have too many great players on offense to be having this sort of offensive output. They have had one scoring drive. So, again, for a team that has aspirations of winning a Grey Cup, I don't know what needs to happen on the sideline right now, whether it comes from that man, Trevor Harris, the offensive line, a coach. They got to get this thing going because the comeback is looming, boys.
It's lurking. The comeback is lurking.
Yes, it is.
The Riders just 87 yards of offense since that first drive.
It's been very uninspiring. And again, what is upsetting as a fan is that they have, in my opinion, tremendous offensive players across the board, and they are just not putting anything together right now.
Stuck in neutral for the last little while. That's Luke Wilson. We'll go back to him in the fourth quarter. There's a flag on the field right here.
Pass interference, Saskatchewan number 0. 10-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Owen Milligan, the guilty individual.
And that's the thing, like Luke, as Luke talked about, you know, you're going to keep giving this offense more opportunities. Here's a penalty right here. Okay, as the ball's coming in, you're driving to make the play. You can't make contact before. Just put the Redblacks in field goal range.
Nothing to argue on that one. Crum will tuck it into the belly of Stanback. Doesn't really go anywhere. They'll give him a yard on the play.
Micah Johnson doing it year after year. We talked with him this week. Like, he's not a kicker, right? Been doing this how many years in the Canadian Football League? He gets banged up all the time. We talked to him like, how do you get going in the offseason? I don't take an offseason. I'm too old now these days. I got to be ready to go week to week. But he plays the game at one speed, and he can penetrate the line of scrimmage and create havoc like on that last run.
Dustin Crum looking to find 9 yards here somehow. Riders will send 5. Crum gets it away too high and over the head of Pimpleton. And there's an injured Rider down on the field. No contact there. I think that is Marcus Sales, who was a game time decision and has missed some time recently. He landed and immediately went down.
Looking at the deep shot, the pressure is getting home. You see Malik Carney going in on Godbear. They move him inside to create a mismatch. And he twists, great twist inside to get Godbear off schedule. Ball's thrown high. Let's see, hopefully Sales is okay.
Sales just hopped off the field on one leg and will be looked at on the sideline. Lewis Ward, 48-yard attempt. That one is up, and he misses it. It'll be brought out by Bain. They'll contain him
15, and an off season for Lewis Ward continues. Sub 80% on the season. And boy, Ottawa needed that one, didn't they?
And really good. You know, I know it's a miss, but that field goal team covering down, making sure Sean Bain doesn't get, this is one of the most explosive plays in the Canadian Football League, is missed field goal returns. Jacob Ruby, you can see right down there, is one of them. Helps. You know, you got to get down there, make the cover. Yes, difficult season continues for Lewis Ward. 2 missed field goals last week, or 2 weeks ago. Another miss there.
Coming into this game, Ward was 11 of 17 beyond 40 yards. Missed another one from outside 40. Harris to A.J. Ouellette. Heavy blow along the way, but a good chunk on first down.
Santos Knox out there in space, forcing the throw to be a check down to A.J. Does make the tackle, but still, once again, the Riders are converting because they keep putting themselves in second and short.
That's what they've got here, 2nd and 2. Harris looks to his right, throws in that direction, laying out for it on the near sideline. Schaefer Baker, welcome back. What a catch.
On the sideline. Just outside the hands. I believe Robert Priester trying to get that. Or Fry, that's Fry right there. Amazing catch, throw on the sideline. Only one spot to make this play. Once you see the corner run down, you throw this route here. And the concentration to control the ball and keep it away from the ground.
His head coach loves it.
Fired up.
It's funny because we remember in the first quarter, Schaefer Baker dropped one that he probably should have had. Running towards the sideline as well. And this time, he pulls in a spectacular catch. This is what he did last year.
Big target. Can do a lot of different things. You always want those big guys wrapping over the linebackers. You can see this throw. He's already made one of these catches tonight. As the linebackers expand, you throw to a big body in the middle of the field.
Trevor Harris getting his weapons healthy once again. Now he drops one into the hands of Keyshawn Johnson. That's Johnson's team-leading 6th catch of the evening. The Riders will head to the 4th quarter on top. They lead 14-3. 9-0 when they lead after 3.
When Janelle asked the web for motion sickness remedies, Carlos from St. Catharines replied, lay flat on your back and take some deep breaths. That's when Nora in Winnipeg said, I trust Gravol. For fast, effective relief from nausea, trust Gravol. Proudly Canadian.
And your car is ready to go.
Great.
Huh. Did you want to redeem your Canadian Tire money? You've got enough for your oil change to be free.
Wait, I can pay with Canadian Tire money?
Oh, yeah.
What? I could pay with Canadian Tire money?
Rewards for auto service? Feels this good. Earn and redeem Canadian Tire money for auto service. Only in Canada's Garage.
With Prime Big Deal Days coming October 7th through the 10th, greatness is a deal away.
Just bust the move.
Shop deals from kitchen to electronics this Prime Big Deal Days.
Sponge towels. Nothing absorbs like it.
welcome back to Ottawa. The Redblacks, they only have 3 points, but they're only down 11. That is not insurmountable here in the fourth quarter, is it?
You got to feel good about your defense holding, 184 passing yards, only 31 yards rushing. So they've done some good things. Though obviously, the big key is the 3 turnovers that gave up 8 points by the Redblacks, and we have a missed field goal as we head into this fourth quarter. So there has to be some type of takeaway from the defense. Even though the defense is holding up, they got to help this offense some way, shape, or form, create a short field, give Dustin Crum the opportunity to make some more plays with the football.
They have turned the ball over 4 times in a game, 4 times this season Ottawa has, and they are 0-4 into those games. Just 3 turnovers so far in this one, but unable to generate anything offensively, and then missing that field goal attempt from Lewis Ward, who's having a very subpar season.
And this is a conversation you'd be having with your coaches right now, saying, listen, minus 3 turnover runs, you don't win. You got to get more takeaways, start pressuring more, do something to even this, to make it -2 to -1.
Harris gets this one away quickly to Myers, finds a little bit of space right up the middle. Now the race is on, and look at this burst. Myers will take it to the 20, all the way down to the end zone. Touchdown, Riders! A quick strike for 66. Myers. Maybe a final dagger in Ottawa.
Myers leads this team with 30-plus plays. This is just a slant, and then when you break tackles and everybody else is blitzed, there's a lot of space to run. Breaks it back outside. Great location. Great run after the catch, breaking the tackle for Myers.
Not even close. That'll be brought out by Pimpleton. That kick never even had a hope. Let's give you another look at the touchdown for Myers, his 8th of the season. Possible death blow to the Redblacks season.
Just talked about how quickly the ball comes out of Trevor's hands. Ambers is in a position. Myers gets to the ball first. Ambers falls down. Not a lot of other defenders because of the pressure by the Redblacks. You got to make that wrap up right there. Myers breaks the tackle and runs away from the linebackers and the other secondary players. We talk about Myers. He was 3rd in the Canadian Football League in touchdown scoring, I believe, with 7. Now, I believe that's his 8th this season. Been the go-to big play receiver for this Saskatchewan offense. That is one of the best big play offenses in the Canadian Football League. They have 28 30-plus completions, which is 2nd best in the CFL.
Myers just 5 yards away from a 1,000-yard season himself. That type of night for Myers. Keyshawn Johnson, 6 catches for 54 yards as well. Pimpleton takes it just outside the 20. A little bit of room. He's going to be forced out of bounds at midfield. Return game has actually been okay for the Redblacks tonight. Offensively, not so much.
Pimpleton is so quick. He changes direction so fast. Great feet. Such a bright spot, and certainly still on the field as a receiver. And, you get Devontae Dedman, who has not got back on the roster, came off the roster this week because of the play of Pimpleton. Been a really bright spot for this team.
No more messing around for Ottawa here. Down 17. They got to find a way into that end zone. Might be easier said than done against the Saskatchewan defense. Crum fakes the toss. Gets it upfield. And this will be taken down to the 40. That is a start for the Redblacks here.
Fake a toss play, throw it to Anthony Goslin, your fullback. It's like Milligan we have down.
That's bad news for Saskatchewan. Milligan down, holding his right leg.
Fake a little toss play to the right. Get everybody moving in one direction. Goslin, strong lower body. You can see that's when Milligan got hurt, trying to tackle the big fullback.
Got that right leg caught underneath his body when he went down. And the athletic therapists for the Riders look at one of the star defenders of Saskatchewan, Roland Milligan. Will step away.
It's on Poshmark.
It's here.
And it's half off.
Find the best deals today.
Yes, Poshmark.
I knew Poshmark would have it. They're perfect.
Find everything you want on Poshmark. Download the app to start shopping today.
Monopoly Double Play at McDonald's is almost here. With millions of prizes to be won. Get ready to peel like a winner.
Layla Fernandez, what a shot.
Today and every day, I choose to be bold. I love bold coffee. Bold moves, bold coffee.
Practice starts in 20. Let's get it. T-Mac.
Who shaves for practice?
My game face doesn't take days off with Gillette Labs. Its green bar releases trapped hairs, so you can get virtually every hair in a single stroke.
That's smooth.
The best your game can get is Gillette Labs.
Ta-da! Let's get it, man.
Guess who's back?
Hand me my crown.
Third time lucky?
May the best man win.
Love Island Games is crazy.
Feelings change, money never changes.
Last season, I kind of got robbed, pun intended.
It's game day, baby. Let's go.
Baby, I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Well, all of Riderville can breathe a sigh of relief as Milligan is at least up and walking off on his own after going down there. They were looking at his right knee. But he's walking off. Not too much of a limp, actually, either. So could have been much worse, I guess.
I think he rolled up on his ankle. That looks good.
Here's Krupp. Drops it off over the middle. Addison takes it down just short of a first down.
There's shovel play on first down. Start moving. Try to get defense moving. Throw the shovel play back up inside.
Major buzzkill at home for Redblacks fans after winning 7 games here last season. Managing to just win 2 of 7 so far this year. 2nd and 2 for Krupp. If you're just joining us, came in to replace Drew Brown after his 3rd interception of the ball game. On the ground, tackle broken, flag flies. Standbacks got the first down. But will it remain a first down?
Might be a holding call here. Could it be Peter Godber or
holding? Ottawa number 64.
Dino Boyd.
10-yard penalty. Will repeat 2nd down.
So here is short yardage situation. Okay. Let's see right here. We'll see. Yeah, you can't tackle that high as Dino does. Grabs up that point. Forces a 2nd and 12.
Yeah, wipes the first down off the board.
These are the things hurting this offense. The penalties like this, backing them up, putting them in a not a very good down and distance against this defense. It's going to rush with 4 guys, lead the CFL in sacks.
Crum finds something here, gets it away to Pimpleton. They're basically in 3-down territory here anyway.
I think so. Yeah, right. You got to go. You got 17 points. You got to go here, especially in a 3rd and they've done a good job right here. You know you got 2 plays to get it, so you're 3rd and 3. Good manageable position.
Pimpleton. 44 yards on the day. 3rd and 3 for Krupp. Addison, Pimpleton in the slot to the left. Looks on the near side for Hardy. Hardy's got it, hangs on to it, and that'll be a first down to the Rider 25.
on the quick out route. Settling down. Benny Sapp recognizes it. Dustin throws it back. Hardy knows the hit's coming from Sapp. Nice execution in the quick out route.
Empty for Crum this time. They'll send forward, gets it away very quickly. And Rivas, among others, are there to make sure Pimpleton could not find his way to a first down marker.
Got to do that. Got to hold on to that guy because he's going to break out of some of those.
Slippery little sneaky guy.
Watch him. He's just going to run a hitch. You can see the zone right there as the inside linebacker stays on the inside hitch. Just throw to the outside hitch. If you throw it on time, should be a catch. Second and short.
Crum is 8 of 11 for 83 yards since coming into the game. Has only ran the ball one time. Second and 3 here. Wants to throw. Looks to the end zone. Looks to the corner. Too much. Keelan White had a step. And Crum knows he missed him.
They're going to run a slant and go. The corner's going to come up. It's second and short. You're going to have great protection. And he just puts too much on it. Starts to break in. Once the corner jumps it, Keelan White does a great job getting behind the defense. Just got to make those throws. You got to put yourself in a position to give your guy an opportunity. Just a little too far for White.
Third down for Crum. 3 options out to his right. Looks to his left. Dumps it off over the middle. Lunging ahead. That should be enough. For an Ottawa first down, it's Stanback who gets the job done.
Nice. Doesn't like the picture to his left. Just finds his check down. Understanding at 3rd and 3. Stanback just catches it, falls forward, he'll get the first.
Ottawa works from the Riders 14. Found their way in to the red zone. Can they find the end zone? Now they'll dump it out. Addison cuts it inside. Gets blown up as he got back to the line of scrimmage. Johnson had gotten over there to deliver some punishment.
You can see the speed at which this Rider defense, as Dustin flips his hips and goes all the way back to his swing route, you can see him looking to the right, then he flips his hip all the way back. But here comes the cavalry chasing, bringing it back. We just talked about Micah Johnson playing how many years on the inside. He's running to get the check down on the swing route.
10th play of the drive for Ottawa. Stanback slides over in the slot to the left of Crum. Crum takes off up the middle, down to the 10, and he's stuffed right there. A.J. Allen making the tackle.
Good yardage on second down. You got 3rd and 4 now. Coach Dice saying go ahead and go for it. You're in great position to go.
Clock ticks inside 8.5 minutes here at TD Place. Trying to find another first down on 3rd down is Dustin Crum. He'll move Keelan White around. 4 options out to his right. Stanback goes to his left. Throws to the middle. They got a touchdown, Ottawa. Justin Hardy gives them hope. Not done just yet. His 8th of the season. And Crum gives them life.
Pressure from the linebackers. Leave avoided zone. Tailback goes out into the flat. Everybody expands with the tailback. Find Justin Hardy sitting in the zone underneath. Nice decision by Dustin Crum. Nice long drive. Great execution on 2 third downs.
And we've got a 10-point game on Friday Night Football. It was an 11-play, 56-yard drive that took just over 6 minutes. Hardy from Crum
Now you can shop smarter at Canadian Tire. With same-day pickup or same-day delivery. So you don't have to shelve projects for later. Shop smarter at Canadian Tire.
Here's to the morning routiners. The itinerary printers. The perpetually early. You know, the squares. When life gets bumpy, who fits better in your corner than a square? Consistently good, squares make the world go round. That's why the shreddy squares in your bowl celebrate the square in you.
With Prime Big Deal Days coming October 7th through the 10th, greatness is a deal away.
Just bust the move.
Shop deals from home to electronics this Prime Big Deal Days.
Sponge towels. Nothing absorbs like it.
Shakir, what a play! Putting on the move!
The all-day NFL Sunday slate intensifies on TSN and CTV. First up, Bo and the Broncos look to snap the champs' unbeaten run.
Fly, Eagles, fly!
Then the Bucks and Seahawks air it out in Seattle.
He's got it!
Plus, Sunday Night Football. Can the Pats derail the Bills' perfect season?
Remarkable stuff!
It all starts Sunday at 1, 10 a.m. Pacific on TSN and CTV.
Let's go! All day.
And that's just a preview of the things you're gonna get. Yeah.
Justin Hardy caps off that 11-play, 56-yard touchdown drive. He's right here, and he's going to go up, and he's going to turn into the end zone, and William Stanback is going to work for width, and you're just going to leave. Once the corner works for a little bit of width, and Allen blitzed, there's nobody there. It's an inside-out read. Coach Dice loves the call. Now looking at the most important thing, 7:51 left in this game. We're going to have to go tempo the rest of the way, but only 10 points down. Plenty of time.
Kane takes this on his 20. All the way back to the 40. Almost down on the play there. Well, the Redblacks still a long way to go. Finally, something to cheer about for Hardy.
Chevrolet believes the truck should be as capable as they are dependable, like the rugged Colorado and the highly capable Silverado 1500, the powerful Silverado HD, and the uncompromising Silverado EV. In every Chevrolet truck, dependability comes standard. Right now, finance a 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 Crew Cab from 0% for 84 months. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
This crispy chicken is from a taco place. This crispy chicken is from a taco place? The taco place? Taco place. It comes in a burrito, too?
We're a taco place that's also a chicken place that's also a taco place.
You know those times when you're not drinking, but you really fancy a lovely, cold, smooth Guinness? Well, guess what? Guinness Zero. We've taken the alcohol out, but left the Guinness in.
With Prime Big Deal Days coming October 7th through the 10th, greatness is a deal away.
Just bust the move.
Shop deals from kitchen to electronics this Prime Big Deal Days.
Whenever you have something really cold and then you get this short, sharp kind of sensation, that's sensitivity. It can get worse. I always recommend Sensodyne, which is specially designed to care for their sensitive teeth. It works.
Shakir,
The all-day NFL Sunday slate intensifies on TSN and CTV. First up, Bo and the Broncos look to snap the champs' unbeaten run.
Fly, Eagles, fly!
Then the Bucks and Seahawks air it out in Seattle.
He's got it!
Plus, Sunday Night Football. Can the Pats derail the Bills' perfect season?
Remarkable stuff!
It all starts Sunday at 1, 10 a.m. Pacific on TSN and CTV.
And that's just a preview of the things you're gonna get. Yeah.
There's a look at the Riders' offensive line. For more on that group, let's go back down to Luke Wilson.
Yeah, I just saw Edwin Harrison, the offensive line coach, get these boys together, look very motivational, very intense. I'm expecting A.J. Ouellette to get the rock here. You're thinking right now, if you're Saskatchewan, get the run game going, chew up the clock, win this game with the Hogs up front. I hope they can pull it off.
Seal it away on the ground with A.J. Ouellette. 12 carries in this game for just 31 yards. Let's see if they can get it to him here. They will toss it to A.J. Ouellette. Get him outside a little bit, and he turns it upfield. There we go, Luke. That'll get it started, won't it?
Exactly. This will just open everything up here, Dustin. If I'm Saskatchewan right now, you got to keep this going. Whether it's not, maybe not this next play, but on first down, get 5, get 6. This guy, A.J. Ouellette, he's a bruiser. He wears people down. Ride this guy all the way down the field.
Yeah, crack toss right there, Luke. Get him out on the perimeter, let him get his shoulders square, and then just make people miss on the width of the field instead of sometimes running inside. Nice job on the crack toss. Get 9 yards.
Second and 1. And the Riders will look to push ahead here. There's the clock issues, I believe. Saskatchewan did call a timeout here. With just under 7 minutes on the clock. Second and 1, trying to get out of this little mini slide and dropped a couple. First time this year they lost 2 in a row. Losses to Montreal and Edmonton.
There's Edwin Harrison right there, offensive line coach. And what's great, this is a 9-yard game, so you can run this whole clock down. Try to take it. Again, what's happening right now is Saskatchewan's going to be trying to take as much time off this clock as possible. They can let this ball go all the way down to 2 seconds, snap it and go. Right? You don't want to get the first down. It sounds weird, Dusty, but you want all these 9-yard conversions so you can take more time off the clock. And that's what's happening right here. You'll see them 9, 8, 7, 6. They're going to run it down as much as they can.
Trying to find some space. He's got enough. Tackle actually helped him on that play as he's hauled down to the 50, and that'll be a first down for Saskatchewan.
Great scheme using A.J. Ouellette as your short yardage quarterback sneak guy. I'll tell you what, A.J. Ouellette's probably not real excited. Hurting his rushing average, Dustin, right? Hurting his,
that's an interesting
bringing
point.
his rush average down, but he'll do whatever it is for the team.
Do it for the team.
It's Mark Mueller, offensive coordinator. Trying to figure out what to call to keep the clock running, and everybody knows you're running the football.
Bertrand Udon in the game this time. He'll find positive yardage on first down.
Again, at this point, rushing yards, Saskatchewan's only got 33. This Redblacks defense has shown up once again. Second best in the Canadian Football League at stopping the run. Forcing this second and long play here for the Riders offense.
Top 2 rush defenses in the league going at it. No running back in this game has found 40 yards yet. Second and 8 for Harris. Under pressure, trying to escape, throws it ahead with his left hand, I think. And they'll be stopped just short of a first down.
Great throw, off schedule, is about to get sacked. There's a little bit of pressure coming in as he doesn't see his primary. Bryce Carter's about to get him down. Finds the throw underneath to Thomas Hudon, to create the short yardage wedge opportunity. Quarterback sneak. Great play by Trevor Harris, understanding where his check down is as he's about to take a sack.
3rd and a yard. A.J. Ouellette called into duty again. Keep this clock-killing drive alive. Lunges ahead. That's close. He needed the 50.
I think he's going to get this spot.
The ball came just down right on the 50, didn't it?
And this was what you would call a very wide wedge. If you watch him, he's not going off tackle. He's going outside. But then he understands that I don't have a lot of room here. He jumps and gets his shoulders and gets across that yard line. This is a great play by A.J. here. Understanding I'm still behind. Williams is driving in there. He jumps over the top and just gets the ball just past the line.
Just enough for the first down. There's an injured Redblack on the field.
You know, you talked about when we asked Corey Mace about what this game entail, what are the Redblacks going to do? He said there's a physicality to this football team that we appreciate. And Corey always talks about our team wants to be as physical as possible, and our physicality, we match physicality, and we should be the most physical team. But he had a lot of respect for how well these guys in defense for the Redblacks played with physicality and played to the echo of the whistle.
Bennett Williams is up and slowly walking off the field, not putting much pressure on his left leg.
Cleon Lang helping him off the field, playing a little bit of a trainer himself.
The ball awaits the Riders on the Ottawa 50. Harris is 24 of 30 tonight. Not passing here, hands it off to A.J. Ouellette, one of his better runs of the ball game. Santos Knox tracks him down. There's a flag on the play. Was that a little horse collar?
That's a really good. It's a really good stop by Santos Knox, but we'll see if how this plays out.
It seemed like that's when the flag flew. Another injured Redblack down on the field here as well.
So, you know,
there is no flag on the play.
This time they'll pick it up, yeah.
So every first down, you're going to get a run. You're going to get extra tight ends at the line of scrimmage because you're going to try to take as much time off the clock as possible. It was a great tackle by Santos Knox preventing the first down. Going there. Now, almost got the hair. The hair's legal, though, Dusty, right?
Got the jersey, hauled him in.
Ottawa's also called a timeout.
Redblacks have used a timeout, and as I mentioned, they do have an injured player down on the field being looked at as well here with 3:55 on the clock, and the Redblacks season hanging in the balance here at home. Now we are just getting started on week 18 in the Canadian Football League. Back tomorrow, Ticats, Argos, and then a huge game between the Stampeders and Lions tomorrow night. That is a big one. The race for a home playoff game in the West is very much heating up. CBC at the top of the crossover there, but that game against Calgary.
Yeah, look at that. The West Division, that's a huge game. Calgary, BC. BC got the upper hand a couple weeks ago. A couple great games to watch tomorrow.
BC Lions heating up at just the right time. And the Riders looking to get their excellent season back on track tonight in Ottawa.
Pimbleton helping his teammate off.
Charlie Ringland coming off the field. University of Saskatchewan product. Riders ready to go. They need 3 yards. A.J. Ouellette stands in to the left of Trevor Harris. Ottawa's going to bring some heat. Harris waits down the field, looking for Myers. Finds him again. This time he's tackled just outside the 5. A touchdown saver from Ambers, but a big play for the Riders.
Clock stopped after the timeout. They take a shot. What are you doing? You're going after the rookie corner. Myers, another double move on King Ambers, who's only in his second start for the team at field corner. So taking a shot. Good call. Give it Trevor Harris. A safe throw. Should be only an easy throw on the perimeter. You know you're going to get man coverage. Put this game out of reach.
1,000-yard season for Dante Myers. A.J. Ouellette trying to escape from a tackler. Couldn't do it. Carter held on to him. That's it down just inside the 5. And that'll take us inside 3 minutes. As the Riders 3 minutes away from snapping a 2-game losing streak. They'll look to seal it away when we return to Friday Night Football.
Monopoly Double Play at McDonald's is almost here. With millions of prizes to be won. Get ready to peel like a winner.
Imagine if your fave spot was always nice. Your usual? Perfect. Your friends? Right on time. As for your investments, well, imagine if everything was as good as gold.
With Prime Big Deal Days coming October 7th through the 10th, greatness is a deal away.
Just bust the move.
Shop deals from home to electronics this Prime Big Deal Days.
Chevrolet believes the truck should be as capable as they are dependable, like the rugged Colorado and the highly capable Silverado 1500, the powerful Silverado HD, and the uncompromising Silverado EV. In every Chevrolet truck, dependability comes standard. Right now, finance a 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 Crew Cab from 0% for 84 months. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Shakir, what a play! Putting on the move! The all-day NFL Sunday slate intensifies on TSN and CTV. First up, Bo and the Broncos look to snap the champs' unbeaten run.
Fly, Eagles, fly!
Then the Bucks and Seahawks air it out in Seattle.
He's got it!
Plus, Sunday Night Football. Can the Pats derail the Bills' perfect season?
Remarkable stuff!
It all starts Sunday at 1, 10 a.m. Pacific on TSN and CTV.
And that's just a preview of the things you're gonna get.
Corey Mason, his Riders looking to wrap up and seal away their 6th road victory of the season. 133 yards for that guy. Dante Myers, outstanding evening for him. 5 catches on 5 targets for 133 yards and a touchdown. His 2nd best game of the year. Hit 136 earlier in the campaign. It'll be empty here for Harris. Second and goal from the Ottawa 5 now. A.J. Ouellette slides back in. They give Harris a look at things. Looks to the corner. Hit as he throws. Taken away. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. Stripped and taken back by Ottawa. All the way to the 40. A.J. Ouellette trying to track him down. Trying to knock it out, but he can't. It's Carter. All the way down inside the 15. What a turn of events here at TD Place in Ottawa.
Pass rush hasn't gotten home too much tonight, but that's a huge one right there. Little bit of pressure off the front side of the defense. Davion Taylor gets in there. Ball goes up. Bryce Carter creates that huge turnover opportunity and the short field. I was surprised this was a pass, Dusty. Thought at second and short there, that close, they would have run the football. Huge turnover for the Redblacks.
A.J. Ouellette with the hustle to make sure that wasn't a house call. Crum, we're just inside the 20. He's in trouble, and he's going to be taken down immediately. Mike Rose gets there. 6th sack of the season for the former Stampeder.
Trevor can't see what's happening because he's looking away. Ball's up in the air. You always talk to your defensive lineman. We're not looking for sacks. We're looking for the ball to either pop loose or strip sacks. Ball's up in the air. Bryce Carter makes a huge play.
6-yard loss, 2nd and 16 for Crum. Goes over the middle, nothing there. No room after the completion, and it'll be 3rd and long. And they're going to take the field goal to make it a 7-point ball game. Lewis Ward has already missed tonight. This one, though, just from 26. That one is up. It is through. Ottawa has some life. Let's get to Wilson's game ball tonight. What do you got, Luke?
It's no surprise here. I'm going with the defensive backs of the Saskatchewan Roughriders. I mean, these guys just made plays all night. It were the key moments of these games. They got a little help from Drew Brown, I will say that. But all in all, when you're covering guys and you're doing your job, that's when these turnovers happen. The pick six was obviously the play of the game. But I think my favorite thing, I believe they call it the Lapo Limbo right here, inspired by Paul LaPolice. And I'll say the defense right there coming up after that play, making a big stop with that sack, is probably my runner-up for the game ball. So I gave it to the DBs, but the defense also honorable mention as a whole unit.
Is that one of your moves, Lapo?
That was, yeah, we did that in Panama after the bronze medal game on the flag football. We did a little limbo on the beach.
I thought you were at practice coaching them up. I figured you were in there, hey, when you guys get a pick, this is the play.
That's how we do it.
Do this. Good stuff. All right, Lewis Ward with his team down 7. He'll kick it deep. Bain waits, takes it just inside the 20. Back to the 40. Taken down.
What I'm doing for the rest of my life, cool. You look like I'm done looking. But girl, the hard truth is if this night don't turn into 2, you look like I'm gonna wind up missing you.
All right, so now the Riders will look to seal it away. They lead by 7. Trying to put together a drive here. Ottawa hanging around.
Ottawa obviously needs a stop here. Negative yardage play, short yardage play. Hard time believing this is not going to be a run play.
Yeah, A.J. Ouellette's got to get this ball, doesn't he? Yeah. No, they're going to throw it. Keyshawn Johnson's got it. It's a first down, Riders. We were way off, Lapo.
Well, huge. I mean, huge, because if that's incomplete, you stop the clock. But Trevor, with a beautiful throw, you can see how much Mark Mueller trusts his quarterback in these situations to locate this football. Hey. Clock still runs. See Mark Mueller right there. That's a huge play by both quarterback and receiver to keep this clock running.
Harris, 26 of 32, 316 yards and a touchdown. Throwing again, out into the flat. Schaefer Baker trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about as far as he will get before he is taken down with 90 seconds on the clock.
Good chase on the bubble screen to the wide side of the field by the Redblacks D. Run down. Create a 0 yardage gain.
Crowd here in Ottawa, some of them on their feet, hoping to get behind their defense. Davion Taylor down on the field. Made the play that knocked that ball out for Carter. That got them back within one possession.
Defense coordinator Willie Fields trying to find one more stop here.
Darius Pickett. Bit of a quiet night. We haven't brought up Pickett very often. Santos Knox has been involved for sure. 5 tackles for Knox tonight. Pickett's got 4. And now can the Redblacks get the ball back to give their offense a chance?
Trevor's done a good job versus pressure all game. So what do? Do you play zone? Or do you pressure him and make the ball come out of his hands quickly?
They're going to show a little bit of pressure here. Will they send it? No, they only send 4. Harris looks to his left. Now over the middle. Down the field. Wide open. Inside the 30. He goes back to Myers. Season high in receiving yards for Myers. And that one's got to hurt the Redblacks.
Top of the screen. The corner's in what's called a trap position where he's falling in expecting that quick throw underneath. He's got to have somebody over the top. Somebody usually in that coverage has got to be over the top of that play when they trap that corner for the underneath throw. Nobody over the top. Trevor sees it. Great location. And again, they've thrown the ball in this drive a bunch and made them pay.
How about 158 for Myers? This time they're running it right up the middle, down to the Ottawa 25 with 44 seconds on the clock. A.J. Ouellette.
See another run right here. Keep running this clock. Make sure the clock doesn't stop.
25 seconds to play. Back in the belly of A.J. Ouellette, following some blocking, pushes it ahead, right to the 20, and that's all they needed for a first down.
First down, the trigger victory offense.
Looking at this spot. I'm going to say it's just shy. Just shy. Thought he got there.
So they'll go victory offense right here because it's the same time on the clock as on the play clock, so they can hang and stand up long enough.
Mini 2-game losing streak is over for the Saskatchewan Roughriders as they come into Ottawa and walk away with a 20-13 victory over the Redblacks, whose season comes crashing down.
For the Riders, Riders coming off of 2 difficult losses, going on the road, playing a team. It's got its back against the wall. Came up huge with a couple of big play takeaways that this defense has done for the last couple of years. The offense didn't get going all day, but the defense was there to take care of business. And for the Redblacks, they got to find an answer to, we've got to be better with protecting the football to give us ourselves opportunities. They're in this game 20-13, but the crucial takeaways, pick 6 It's going to put them difficult position to win football games.
3 interceptions from Drew Brown. Too much to overcome tonight for the Redblacks as the Riders defense comes up big, and they're back in the win column, improving to 11-4 on the season. They sit atop the West. They sit atop the Canadian Football League, and they come away victorious here in Ottawa. That is going to do it for us. Thank you very much for joining us. We're going to send you off to Sports Center. Mark Rowe, Glenn Sheeler.